They're slow as hell, but they do work. Testing, testing, 1, 2. One. Yes, it is. Oh, I know why. I hope if I had the right input.
Hello, testing.
Hello,
Testing, testing,
hello.
1, 2.
Testing, testing, testing.
Testing, testing.
Are we testing still?
Hello and welcome to the Yacht Club, the weekly show where we talk about all things Star Citizen. We try and do it in style, without spilling our drinks, and also continuing on with the news and not getting off topic and having fun with our guests that we have on the show. Everybody, welcome Fluffbrawl. Thanks for joining us, Fluffbrawl.
Got to do the Fluffbrawl.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
Right
Welcome,
on.
welcome.
So it's awesome to have you on, guys.
Oh, you got the booty.
That's right.
Easily
easily my favorite.
You'll get
Nice.
some in there too.
Nice.
We have a fun show for everybody tonight. We're going to go on about what's happened this week in Star Citizen. There's been no Inside Star Citizen, but we had a really nice long Star Citizen Live, and we had some fun community stuff go on, so a lot to talk about. So why don't we go around the panel and just say hi and talk about who we are. And I won't put you on the spot right away, Fluffbrawl. We'll start with Joran this time.
That comes later.
Joran, how have you been
Hey,
this week?
Nemo.
What's
Thanks for the
going on in
resub.
world, and tell us a little bit about what you're drinking.
I have been good. Still in quarantine, still working from home, and everybody's safe and reasonably happy. The wife was only semi going crazy, and we are drinking some kind of vitamin water this evening, orange flavored. I'm out of beer, and I have not been able to order beer, so it's.
Oh no!
In one way, it's a tragedy. In another way, I am in fantastic shape. I've lose my beer belly. I've been on a restricted diet. I've been exercising multiple times a day,
Shit.
doing these like little intense small routines. push-ups,
Yeah.
crunches,
Nice.
stretches,
There we
and
go.
stuff
Do
like
we
that.
even know
Like,
this Jordan?
yeah, so it's like hey, this is the other side of Jordan. It's like I'll get back and enjoy my beer, but I'm enjoying trimming down a little bit. I've been meaning to for a long time, and like this is we're making the best of it.
Good.
It's almost like a detox, like a forced cleanse.
Yeah, it is. It's been good.
Everybody I know
Yeah.
is like, I'm stepping up my drug game and my drinking game.
Exactly. I know. I kind of
It's
went
not
the
been
total
detoxing
opposite
for
direction.
most. Yeah.
I
think
know more
bought
scotch than I
bottles
think I
of
should.
rum. Yeah, I was going to say, I bought more bottles of rum in the last month than I normally buy in a year. So,
We call that
For
winning.
yeah.
So as we go around the table here and identify sort of, how people have been throughout the week, why don't we find out from those in chat? Go ahead and tell us what you're drinking and how your weeks have been. We want to know how you guys are doing as well. Dr. Murray, why don't you take us away? How's your week been?
So I recently became a grade school teacher.
What?
That's terrifying.
Amazing.
They will
That's
literally
not
take
fun.
anybody.
No, I mean I have to homeschool my kids. It's a pain in the
Yeah,
ass.
I bet. Damn.
I was not a homeschool parent. Like
So we're- Do they now know how to mix a proper Manhattan?
we haven't gotten to mixology yet, but they are learning algebra. So,
Close enough. It's chemistry's next year, right?
the ones in preschool. So yeah, chemistry's
Ooh,
next
coffee
year.
on blueberry pie.
Nice.
I read them a book when they were younger about quantum physics. So
Nice.
So Phoenix
know a
is
thing or two.
drinking Tang, which is pretty awesome.
Wow.
Benjamin
Nice.
Beaufort's got the coffee and blueberry pie. Can you imagine if you combined that with the Tang? That would be pretty.
that's blueberry pie herb smokables. That's a marijuana
gosh.
strain. That's not actual blueberry.
Oh, right. I tried
there you
to
go.
avoid saying those last two words when I saw them.
Blueberry pie is a
Oban.
good strain. I don't know what you're talking
There you
about.
go. The Seabreak's got some Oban going on. Very cool. How
And
about
I'm
you,
drinking
Stimmy?
rum
Oh.
and Coke. That's what I'm drinking.
So now we know where all the rum went.
My week's been going good, Shadow. I have some. I started a garden as I've mentioned a couple shows ago, and now things are starting to sprout out through the top, and it's starting to look a little green, which is nice. So, pretty excited about that.
Very cool.
Vegetables. I'm not sure which ones are popping up through because I had this great plan of what I was going to put in every spot, and then when I went to start planting, that all just went haywire. So I see things popping up. I'm like, I can't wait till I can identify what you are. And then I'm going to eat you. Shadowkin, how about yourself? How was your week?
No, busy. I had a hell of a long show last night, and then I woke up with like a horrible sinus headache, so I've kind of been medicating. So I'm doing all right. Doing some Calin 12 tonight as usual, and trying to relax finally. So, how about you, Jordan? What you drinking, and how was your week?
We already
We
said
did that
it.
already.
Yeah.
Sorry, that shows how much I was actually paying attention.
Space-
I'm doing like. I'll show you a picture of what I'm doing. So Fluffbrawl, how about you? How has your week been, and what are you drinking?
Honestly, I just had some coffee because it's midday.
Yeah,
so
that's
I'm,
just.
having some coffee.
The other side
I
of the
just got
planet.
some water as well. But I'm pretty boring. I've been drinking a bit of tequila and bourbon. Not together, of course. That's just
I was just gonna ask.
Yeah, that's as well.
Like, Jesus, you are Australian.
That's close.
Well done.
Yeah, my week has been filled with I've been trialing some sourdough in my oven, which is generally disastrous, but it seems to be going okay this time.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very
Other
cool.
than that, nothing much. Just playing.
Well,
Animal
how long did
Crossing.
it take you to flip your camera?
Flip my camera?
Right. Because you look like you're orientated the correct way instead of
Oh.
upside down.
Oh, no, really not long. It's just
That's
mirror.
a really
not mirror.
bad Australian joke. Really bad.
Because of my camera issues.
Yeah, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we had some issues getting her straight earlier, so.
Oh my god. It was terrible.
forgot-
It was terrible.
The highlight of my week is I got a new vacuum cleaner. Woo!
Oh, nice. Right on. What'd you get?
Woo!
It's a shark.
The HEPA
what?
filter?
It's a shark. Yeah,
It's a
it's
shark.
really nice. Yeah.
Shark. Is that a brand of
It is a brand of
Yep.
vacuum.
Yep.
They compete with
Hoover, Dyson?
no
All
Dyson.
those.
Okay. Is it bagless?
No. Oh yes.
Compete with
Yes.
Dyson.
LTI.
Yes, it is bagless. It is Origin. It's
Yeah,
smooth.
does it have LTI? That's
It doesn't have LTI. That's more
No.
like
Does it
it.
have
Nope.
LTI?
If it doesn't have LTI, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Dyson competitor, so.
Oh, cool.
But they have a really cool. I'm gonna start talking about vacuums. The rotor head doesn't clog with hair, which is really nice with a bunch of people with long hair. So.
That's important.
TMI. TMI.
It's been very boring here.
So it-
2000 says Costco gets a shark back from me every 2 years.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't found a vacuum that works with this many cats yet, so would
Yeah.
love to find one that doesn't die horribly.
What do you use?
Oh,
Because
so
we
you
have a-
hype train already.
We got a
Yeah.
hype train. Whoa. what?
Everything's built out of
Wow.
concrete. He just lights it on fire every day.
That's about right.
Cleanses it out.
No, I've
Just
had
burn
quite
all
a
the
few,
cat hair out.
yeah, quite a few vacuums. So anyway, not to get sidetracked. So on to the show.
I did a social distancing thing with my parents for Easter. We ended up like taking 2 different tables. They prepared their stuff, and we Alexandra and I, Stim wife and I, brought our table and our food, and we sat like 8 feet away from the tables, and prepared our food. We ate kind of like together, but not together. And meanwhile, my mom like tosses a cigarette like in the bushes, and a fire starts. So I have
The burning
to run.
bush.
Hey, there you go. So I had to run inside
shit.
of their
Thanks
house, which
Thanks
was
for the 10 subs.
Hey, the
Oh,
Z-Rack.
wow.
Thank you,
Awesome,
sir.
man.
You are
There goes
a
the hype
gentleman
train.
and a sir. Yeah, there goes the hype train right off the rails.
Wow.
crazy.
Salute, my friend. Thank you.
Man.
Phew.
Gotta hype it
How to
up.
make how to make an awesome inflammatory story just go flat. That's how you do it. Anyway,
Well, it was the burning bush.
the fire was put out. It was good.
Nice.
On we go.
Well, that's good. You're not burnt to a crisp, so we figured the fire was put out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, didn't lose the house either. That's always a good thing.
That is always
Yeah.
a good thing.
But we wouldn't be too devastated if we lost the house, but if we lost the stem, we would.
Yeah, that
We
would
would
be.
have to
That would
mourn.
be. We would have to find another one, and there's just no replacement for you, buddy.
Yeah. What about Sigelian? I think Sigelian would take his place.
Oh!
I have to think about it for a long
Sigelian's
time.
Awesome.
Sigelian is
I would
awesome.
be happy to bequeath my role over to
Bequeathed.
Sigelian if that's what happened. Good blood, man. He's a good guy. All right,
Yes.
so we have a cool show for you today. We're going to talk about the latest news, the hottest topics, and the coolest stuff that's going on in the community. We have Fluffbrawl, which is a really cool guest, and we're going to do an interview a little bit later on. We haven't given her any questions
Oh
to
my
prepare
God.
on this, and we're thinking about getting super personal.
Zero
so
prep.
No.
So
Thanks for the sub.
So stay tuned, baby.
it's gonna get real.
Start with something about how did you get that accent, and then it'll just go from there. So
Nice.
leading off, if you have questions for us, preface them with the word question in brackets. We'll make sure to get to those either at the end of the show, or if they happen to be topical right at the moment, we'll deal with them right then. For the next 2 hours,
I'm
sit
scared from
back.
Black Queen.
Right, it's coming. Sit back, relax, have a good time, grab a drink, and just share in the fun with us. So
And you could totally drink. It's afternoon, so you're fine.
Right. Yeah, you're good.
5 o'clock somewhere.
That's right.
So on Thursday, actually, let's talk just a little bit about sort of the state of the game at the moment. So it is April 15th. We have live 3.8.2. Evocati has 3.9. They've
Nope.
Nope. That's
they
over.
don't.
Yeah.
Not right now.
over.
We don't.
Oh, but they've pushed off 3.9 for a little bit, added a couple more tasks just to make sure they get it really nice and polished and ready for us, which is kind of exciting. We always want to make sure it's ready when we get it. There's no PTU. There's no concepts out right now. We are in the last week of our ISC less weeks, so we get one next week, I believe, if they're still sticking on that 3-week break cadence that they used to do. For contests, there's nothing official going on, but the UEMC, the United Earth Mining Corporation, has a really fun contest that's going to drop as soon as Alpha 3.9 hits. It's going to last until 3.9.1 hits, and it's all going to be about how much unobtainium, I mean quantanium.
Unobtainium. No, we already have unobtainium because no dice.
So if you want to learn more about it, go and check out the UEMC Discord, or go and Google them. In fact, what I'll do is I'll do an invite later for UEMC Discord, but go and check them out. You can also try and join them through the website, through their organization page on Spectrum. So very, very cool organization, the best mining organization in my opinion.
We just got a donation from Shauzen for $25 dues.
Wow, thanks, Shauzen.
Ooh, nice
Where'd
one,
that come in
Shauzen.
from? Oh, yeah, nice.
Buddy.
Totally missed
Yeah.
that. Thanks, Shauzen.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
No, it was during the bomb. It was during that awesome sub bomb. So
Right on, right on.
Yep.
Shauzen, you know what that means. And for those that don't know what it means, if you donate $25 or more, you get to change the name of one of the hosts. And
Oh, no.
Fluffbrawl, are you prepared to join us
no,
in
you,
that name
you get to name your
exercise?
price. You get to name your
But
price.
of course.
Okay, is $25 enough for you?
You can name your price.
Or should we raise it up a little bit?
So all the money goes back to.
Was great.
Okay, yeah, all the money goes back to everything that we take in. Goes right back to everyone. Which, if you'd noticed, we got our Twitch sub payout, which was $500. You guys are awesome. So we're giving something really nice away. We only put the $8.90 up there just because. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll hit it. Maybe we won't.
I think if we hit 750, we should do a Polaris. But I don't think you guys will hit 750 because.
Don't
I
say
have no
that.
I hear it, Kelly.
We don't have faith in this
Whatever,
community.
whatever
Most
we
amazing
give
community
something
ever.
away, we don't have to hit any big numbers.
No, we don't
Sure.
ever, but we always
will
seem
give
to.
Away, we will give away whatever we have at the end of the show. We're already at 525 because all the Twitch subs came in. You guys are absolutely amazing. We keep nothing here. We give it all back to you guys as a great way to support the community as well as support Star Citizen directly. So you guys are amazing for putting this up for everybody to have fun. So really cool. All right, so let's dive into the show. So on Thursday, there was no Inside Star Citizen. How did that make you feel?
That was sad.
You just see the emo in chat.
I was sad.
I was kind of relieved because I didn't have any time this Thursday. And like all Thursday,
I
was
didn't
busy.
either.
And I was like, man, I didn't watch ISC. And then I looked and I'm like, there wasn't one? I was
There
like,
wasn't
oh,
one, yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Have to pay respect. Nice. That's good.
But then Friday came along to save us from our lack of Star Citizen. And then the StimWife decided to turn on the dryer. And then after that, the weekly newsletter came out. So why don't we show people what the weekly newsletter was all about? There was a subscriber promotion which came out, and we got to see. There's a really good sneak
Cardiff,
peek,
thanks
and
for the
then
tip.
also there's a really good video from a Citizen Spotlight, which is all about the beauty of Star Citizen. So why don't we take a look at some of those?
So we've got, so the subscriber promotions. This story was actually pretty cool. I like the pyro beware, kill on sight. I can't wait to have one of those helmets. That was pretty cool. And then we had, what's the video you're talking about? Is this the one you have?
Ooh,
The video?
that's
No,
that's
I
a
think the
link
video
there.
is actually from Monday.
Okay.
But let's talk a little bit about the
We're still-
about those
we're still on, like,
promotions.
Thursday or Friday, aren't we?
Yeah, on Friday.
Friday.
I don't know what
Friday.
video you're talking about. 540
I think he's
video
jumping ahead
The
to
sessions.
Monday.
newsletter. No. Just
Yeah,
if
that's
you're looking
it.
at the stream,
there?
you'll see there was a video. It came out, Beauty of Star Citizen video,
Yeah, this.
which came
That's
out in the newsletter.
That was Kung Lee. We showed that last week.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Because
I'll show it again. What the hell?
So show it again. It was beautiful. And it was really great.
Talking about those helmets, what do you guys think about the helmets? I have a comment on them, but I want to get everyone's opinion on those helmets first.
I love them. I think they look awesome.
I think
They
the
totally do.
handlebar in the front would be good for like a jump master. You just, like,
Yeah, that's true.
really get them out of the plane.
No, that's good. Yeah, so these are the helmets we're talking about here, which were linked to a story about basically a highly aggressive group in Pyro that's gonna murder everybody, and they're kill on sight. So that's why I can't wait to get my own helmet.
I feel
So
like they need
this-
to be way more intimidating.
You think? I don't know. Put some red eyes behind it, maybe, or horns.
Maybe maybe I have to see them on.
Yeah.
I wonder if it has something to do with Xeno threat.
Oh boy.
That's what I was thinking.
Hype! Everyone's going
They
nuts
look
over
kinda
that.
Drake,
We'll be
don't
talking
they?
about that later.
They look totally Drake.
Yeah, they could.
Especially that
they
yellow
could
one.
pass through. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what do you think
nobody
about
would-
the sale though. They've got 3 sets for sale as opposed to the regular 2, the Centurion and the Imperator. Now they've got this 3rd set that you have to buy individually.
They did it with the captain helmets too, the Cadello or whatever it is. I forget.
Yeah.
Claudio, yeah. I don't know.
They-
What do you think of that?
they-
If
they
you're a
split it.
completionist,
I think it's $2. It's not that big a deal.
it's not that much. Yeah.
Yeah, they're cheap. I mean, what's the big deal? If you want an extra couple of helmets, what's a couple of bucks?
Yeah,
No.
but it
But
is
especially with this ridiculous
something-
group.
Yeah,
Sure,
they do
sure.
seem to keep the best color two you gotta buy. So
It's not golden rice, but it'll pass.
Golden rice. Ah, boy. All right, sip of the month. Oh wait, well, what was your theory on the helmet, Dimmy? Or was that
No,
it?
It was just I already posed the question. It was basically what do we think on the fact that there's a 3rd one that is for sale. You don't get a subscription because it's kind of being presented as subscriber flair. And
it
yet
is
that third
subscriber
one-
flare.
That 3rd one isn't. And I want the red, white, and blue one. That's awesome. Of course that's the one that doesn't come
Well, yeah,
with the package.
So it's extra. If you really want it, buy it.
yeah.
gonna.
I think it was $3.
Can't
I don't
stop
know what
me.
that is in
I'm going
loony
to.
money. But
All right.
We had the first 2 name
No,
changes. Thank you, Shaozin and Gyarados.
Yeah, the crazy cat lady.
Yes. Finally. Finally.
it should always be
Calls
that.
it like it is.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm like,
Yeah.
you really can't argue that one.
No. All
He
right.
makes
so,
crazy cat ladies look sane. That's how many cats he has.
Oh snap!
Oh, yeah, Richard.
Hey, come Richard, how's it going, buddy? Salut, welcome, Raiders.
Hello.
Good to see you. Good
Hello.
to see everybody.
Hi,
Right on.
So Captain Richard apparently liked my question for the for Friday's Star Citizen Live, the game development team.
Oh yeah, what was it?
What was your question?
I think we're going to hit that a little bit later in the show. But I thought it was kind of funny because we were trying to get it up.
We call
Put it
that
up, and I was
building
like number
suspense in the
three or
business.
4, and it had to do with the party system and quantum linking and losing party markers and stuff like that. And I guess he saw it and he thought it was a good question, and so he had all of his people just go over there and just rate
Upvote it.
and yeah, so they were just
Right on.
they were running it up. And just it was funny seeing some of the questions, or not the questions, but some of the comments. It's like Captain Richards told me to come upvote this. I don't know what I did.
Nice. I love it. That's the pull you have, Captain.
It was
I
hilarious.
have no idea what I'm hearing, but I have this gun, and I don't.
Aska,
Hey,
hello.
Hey, Oscar.
Hey, how's it
Yeah,
going, buddy?
welcome everybody.
Yeah,
So if
welcome.
you're just joining us, we're going through the weekly news, which is what our thing that we do. We have an amazing guest. We have Fluffbrawl with us that does a bunch of streaming, and we're gonna interrogate her interview her a little bit later on in the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Meanwhile, we're going
Really has
through the
no idea.
week and talking about what
Please be
happens. So
gentle.
we promise anything. We went through the weekly newsletter. What's the sneak peek? Should we show that?
Oh, I thought I was gonna go to the video, but okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
sure.
Yeah, we were
let's do
showing the
sneak-
video.
Let's do the sneak peek.
We've seen the video
Yeah.
before, though. It's
The
all
video is cool
Yeah,
though.
I think having the video running in the
I think it was
back.
a
I think the video is gorgeous.
Yeah.
All right, here's the sneak
Yeah.
peek.
It's a
This
video.
thing looks like it's gonna hurt a lot. I can't wait to use it.
Yeah, this thing is funky.
Yeah.
So what are the new electron beam pistols?
Because if you look at this and then you look at the rifle, this is half of the looking firepower, I guess you could say, because it has 4 as opposed to 8 like the rifle. So if it's that strong, that's gonna be awesome.
It looks like the plasma pistol and plasma rifle from Fallout. Like,
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, 'cause the ones on
Very
just on the
similar.
side. Yeah, I'm okay with that because that thing was awesome.
I know, right? So it's okay.
Gunslinger says he
It
wants
shoots
2 of
form with
those.
Plasma.
Yeah, I'll take 2 of those.
That would be a nice dual wielding setup right there. Oh,
Zap, zap.
does it remind you of the cricket in a way, like from
The noisy cricket.
Oh, yeah, the noisy cricket.
No,
that was like this
Well,
big
it was a lot.
though.
It was a lot smaller.
Yeah, that was like a 22 Derringer with the power of like
With the power of a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
certainly?
What do you think,
punched above its
Fluff?
weight
How many
class.
people have you shot in Star Citizen?
Oh my god, 0.
I thought that was going to be a really big number.
She's busy delivering pizzas.
Yeah, oh, that's right. She does do
That's
pizza
my
delivery.
life.
That is-
Pizzas.
Space pizza delivery.
Well, you never know.
in
You might
space.
need a gun for that.
I mean, what if someone tries
Or
to steal the
Molotov,
pie?
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's just heat them back up, right?
Right, to heat 'em. Yeah, it has microwave mode on it. You can make them nice and hot and fresh right there.
Oh yeah, Karen said that you should show that clip from the stream last night.
Oh
On
God!
the stream last night.
All right, I'll find it in a minute. It was hilarious.
Karen, I
was.
linked that over to
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Shadow.
Yay.
Okay.
Definitely.
Oh, just
pineapple.
tell him to link it over there in the
Make
in the
that a
Discord.
double pineapple.
Yeah, link it to me because I've got so much going on right now.
Yeah,
Um,
that was pretty funny. The shotgun blast to the head. Poor Horton.
Yeah, well, no, we were trying to kill each other at the same time, and I evidently hit first, and she went like 300 yards the other direction, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it's pretty funny.
"Whoa!" Anyway, so yeah, I can't wait for these pistols. I think these things are gonna look, or actually, this whole series of guns, they look really awesome.
And all the
Yeah.
attachments. They're just,
Chip.
oh,
I like the
So
new
cool.
mechanics of the attachments that they're trying to put in. I don't know if they're coming out in 3.9, but how you can basically
Yeah, that's 3.9.
just kind of
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, is it? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that's 3.9.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
there's
sweet.
bits and pieces that have
Yeah,
been coming
the
out
whole
through,
new-
but this is the big one.
Yeah, the whole new interaction system.
Mm.
That's gonna be really cool. And I like how
big
Sean
was
was
the-
saying that you'll be able to actually look at the weapons more, which a lot of people
Yes,
don't
yeah.
really spend that much time actually looking at them, and they're so beautifully made. I mean, there's so much detail.
Mhm.
I think that's really going to be awesome, and just seeing all the attachments actually on the weapon.
It's gonna be very cool.
Yes. Very
A
cool.
basic firearms course would have been good for the people making them, though.
Oh yeah.
there's no safety button on them.
Well, no.
Safety
If you
switch?
look at that pistol too,
It's
it's like,
feature
how do you
space.
holster that thing?
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like-
thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
there's little things that they don't seem to understand about how guns work. So
That's okay.
drives me
There's,
crazy.
there's space guns. Space guns.
Yeah, there's space guns.
Well, kind of like how that automatic revolver drove me nuts,
Yeah.
and then somebody actually found a real automatic revolver.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I said, it had happened before. It's just not
course.
common because it's stupid.
Right.
But it's a game. It's not a game. It's more than a game. But
That's right.
No,
some parts of it are a game.
Kendall says they don't use holsters; they have magnets.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that would
I-
totally
I
work.
was- I
Yeah,
was
that would
thinking that
totally
too.
work. That would totally work.
Well,
Yeah, I can see
Just
that.
gotta
Hopefully-
clip it
Hopefully,
on
this
there.
is just yet another step towards physicalized inventories, which I cannot
Check
wait
it.
for.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
All right, ready?
I want to see this. Right now, I buy like 8 guns when I go to the store. I'm like, all right, I need a P4 AR. I'll buy 8 of them because one will
Only
disappear
8?
inevitably. Yeah.
So have they spoken about
Buy 8
holsters
of
yet?
everything.
Did I miss
So,
that?
so this is the clip,
No,
by the way.
there are no holsters. They like clip onto the side of your suit.
Holsters would be awesome, like additional bandoliers and stuff like that, in order to carry weapons that your suit wouldn't be able to carry.
You don't carry weapons on bandoliers. Holy shit!
I know.
And if you're
So this
as
is
a Wookiee.
this was from last night.
There's an
So
overpowered shotgun there.
yeah. So we lined up at each other and we're like, pull the trigger, and then it just went Lost my shit.
I tell you, half the fun of killing people in the PU is watching your body drag.
Yeah, dude, it's like Battlefield 3 and 2 where they had the just
Yeah.
ragdoll physics. It was so much fun.
They
Yeah, I
just
about
fly away sometimes.
I about
Sometimes they
had-
melt into like a puddle. It's great. Like,
nice.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
and they just kind of like flop directly down. Bloop. You're like, all right.
I like how Teen Nightster says, "This is my boomstick."
Yeah, it was. I almost had scotch come out my nose when that happened. It was so funny.
If you haven't seen Army of Darkness, the first one,
Oh, sir.
put that on your
Oh
list.
yeah. Oh
Put that
yeah.
on your list.
Absolutely.
It was good. That was a long time ago.
Yep.
Oh yeah, but it's a
Bandolier
classic.
is an ammo belt that you wear over your shoulder.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking at.
No, I know.
I'm not
He
trying to
said
be
that they
overly
were for-
technical.
They were for weapons too, but they were not.
Sure,
I don't know of any bandolier that was ever made to hold a weapon.
sure. But what would you put on a
I'm sure it
mandolier?
Is that like a mandolin holster?
I don't know. Maybe it's Mandalorian. Maybe you put your balls in it. Like I don't know. What's a mandolier?
That does sound
What- what
very
exactly
wrong.
does it hold?
So it's like a banana hammock.
Yeah, maybe. That's a mandolier I'm gonna wear, but you can have that one. I don't judge. I really don't. So,
Banana hammocks are comfortable. I don't know what you're talking about.
so
Does-
the
does-
roadmap. We got the roadmap after that.
Mm.
I don't know. It feels like moving on is a good idea.
We should just move along, move right along.
We got the roadmap update.
Yep.
Joran, why don't you tell us a little bit about your impressions of what's happening on the roadmap?
Of the roadmap itself, I think they're pretty darn close to getting everything done on 3.9. I mean, everything's pretty much done. Feedback from Ivakati, not from Doc because he's under NDA, but from other people. And they're still working on the desync and stability. But also, it's been really nice that and there's been several comments here. Tyler was on Reddit replying to some folks talking about that, and then also there was the blurb on Mondays this week in Star Citizen. So they are talking about how they're focused on fixing these last buggy bugs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Xylo said something about their work
Yeah,
on
he's-
desync.
Yeah, he said a couple things, and we actually have links to those here in a little bit. And the roadmap roundup. So they pushed the
Roadmap roundup.
You have to say it right.
roundup. The
Oh,
restricted
geez.
area rework being pushed to
Go, little
4.0.
Dowie.
Right. She nailed that
I'm
one.
off the range again.
Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Must have order.
Sorry, I had it.
And so, somebody brought something up. It was actually, I think this was a show that I didn't actually make on the 27th. Somebody brought up that ship-to-ship docking and ship-to-station docking were in 4.1,
Yeah.
and they were merged into the same tech. And I hadn't noticed that before. And so I was talking about that the other day, and that's pretty big news because that's
That was a couple
the
of
tech
weeks
that's-
ago that we mentioned that.
We mentioned it, but it wasn't-
that
it
was
wasn't-
on the 27th, and
They
that was I
didn't-
think that was a show I missed.
Yeah, they didn't
was-
list
Oh,
it
right,
as
okay.
they didn't list it as the same thing though, like that. So that is interesting. 'cause
Yeah,
that
and
does
I don't know if that was
simplify
updated,
things.
but that was something somebody brought up. Actually, I think somebody in Concierge was talking about it, and that they had merged ship to ship and ship to station. I said, no, they haven't. That's separate. He said, no, it was in the roadmap roundup. It's like I had to go over there and look it up. It's like I am wrong. That's great news. And,
Can't wait till we can
yeah.
mate a bunch of 890s together.
Yep. Just have a little yacht party. Park
Yep.
up
Little yacht party.
a little yacht party.
Nothing little about that.
A little bit yacht
And then
party.
we won't have to
Just a
worry
little
about
yacht
people
party.
sneaking on board.
Or a
because all
big
the
little
doors
yacht
will be
party.
in you.
Yep.
Yeah.
They'll all be connected.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But-
You got to go in the end one to get to the middle.
Yeah. That's where we put our guards. Fine.
What'll be nice about that tech is that that's the tech that's needed for the whole sea. So that was one of the missing things for the whole sea to come into the
Yep.
verse. Large ship docking to space stations like the 890. Also the Connie to Archimedes and Merlin's.
That is going to be probably the most important one, even though
that's-
it's not that important.
Well, it is to all the people who own Connies out
Well,
there.
no, no, but I'm
People
saying
have
is
been
is
wanting this
that
for a long time.
the key part behind that is is getting the ship out with another ship in it already. That's what I'm getting at. Because once they achieve that, that opens up a lot of other mechanics of things that
Right.
we struggle with all the time in the game right now. So
I wonder if once they get that in, the Connie will no longer spawn with the Merlin on it. I'm guessing it won't because your Merlin's standalone in your ship console anyways.
Well, I would think that by
Well, that's a good
that
point.
point they should have that ship spawning with the snubs and
Right.
vehicles in, because they were talking
Right.
about that here fairly soon. It doesn't look like it's in 3.9, so maybe 4.0.
No, it's not.
So
Yeah,
so they might
see when
have that.
comes out. But one thing I got to clear up is that ship to station docking isn't the only thing holding the whole CBAC. The big thing that's
No.
holding the whole CBAC is the physics grid, so it can collapse and hold
Yep.
cargo. If
Yep,
those
those are
aren't
two
aren't
things.
working right. With,
and that's a big one.
yeah, yeah,
Both things were blockers that were mentioned, so
right.
it's nice
Yes.
to see.
So at least they're checking
One of
one
those.
off of the
Did you
box.
see Stim shudder a little bit when you said Hull C? He was like, oh.
I'm excited for the whole sea as well.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a great addition to the game because there's so many
Halsey is
people
my
that want.
thing, Doc. You can't have it.
You can't have it.
I bought like 6 of them. Fuck off.
Do you have one of every one?
Yes,
Well, you can share it then.
Doc has one of everything.
I have
Except
more
the
than
javelin.
one of them, except for the javelin. I won't buy a
More than
javelin.
one of some of them.
multiples of everything.
You know?
But also, I was going to mention, and P-Gill in chat was also talking about the CAT command module, but that's all of the modular ships that will have detachable things, the various modules on the Caterpillar, the command module, detaching and reattaching,
Right.
those
Well-
modules on the Carrack, all those are part of ship-to-ship docking. Is that same tech?
I'm pretty sure that the Caterpillar won't get the ability to launch its command
No,
module.
No,
Because
right, no.
I have a feeling that the Caterpillar needs a full overhaul. Because once they get their module system working, they're going to have to rebuild the ship around that.
Oh, they probably will, but at
Yeah.
whatever point that they go back and revisit that, that's the tech that's required for those things. So
Right.
it's just
And-
it's
and
nice
Drake's
checking off
aesthetic-
these key tech items.
Drake's aesthetic has changed a little bit since they made the Cat too. So there's things that it needs. And the big
Yeah, and that-
ballroom stairwell, they've stopped doing that finally. So they got to get rid of that in the Caterpillar. And, like, there'll be a bunch of new space.
Elsinore says he wants to play with his Hull B. So the Hull B is often forgotten, and I think the Hull B is probably going to be one of the most popular ships
I would agree with that.
because it was like 384 SCU.
Mm-hmm.
We have almost nothing in between the 122 SCU of the Freelancer Max and the 500 or so SCU of the Carrack, the Hercules, 600 something for the Caterpillar. There's almost nothing in that middle range of like 2 to 3 to 400 SCU, and
The whole B.
that whole B is going to be a nice.
Well, that's what
ship.
he's talking about, yeah. Because the B, I think the B, because it can actually, it's the largest hauler that can actually land on a planet. I think that's the reason why it's going to be popular.
It's not the largest, but
Well,
it's
you got
the,
the
it's the one
Merchantman.
hull that can.
Well, but I mean, yeah, but it's no, the Merchantman's still smaller though than the B, isn't it? Cargo wise?
No. The hull B is 384 SCU.
I'm not a hauler.
And the Merchantman
It's
is
probably like 600.
is much larger.
Probably like
Um,
600.
Like I know
You're
Doc
right,
wants to believe
but
that
the
it's really
Merchantman
small.
is a
Like
bazaar.
like six.
It's
like
a bizarre.
600.
It's so
The
bizarre.
Carrack have for SCU. It's got to have like
The Carrack
400.
has 456.
Yeah.
The 890 has 484 when it's fixed, and that's a very
Sure
tiny
it does.
part of very large ships.
So,
Yeah.
And
FedEx asks, "What's a hull B?" Shadow, can we get a hull B up there?
Yeah.
I'll send you a link.
There you go. Hey,
you
send me a
want
link.
to send one?
I'll send you a link.
Yeah, send them a link. So
Sorry, but too
there
many
are
conversations
5
going
different hull series haulers. Stim, this is your bailiwick.
I know, right?
This is your whole
I love it.
deal. Talk about the hull series ships. A to
Hull
A to E,
series
man.
are the best ships.
Show
Hull
him
ships,
the
best
bulky
ships.
beauty.
It's almost Russian. They're so good. So they're made by Misk. They have an awesome design as far as I'm concerned. But the main thing about the Hull series is they are the major growth path. If you want to do hauling in the verse and you want to advance from the smallest hauler to the biggest hauler, the Hull series, hulls A, B, C, D, E, are the way to sort of progress through hauling. Right now, the ship that we have in the game that can do the most hauling, that is designed really for hauling, is the Caterpillar. But
think
the
I disconnected.
Caterpillar,
Meow.
oh yeah, your video's gone again.
Oh, no.
The
No.
hull series is really like the Caterpillar is really designed to be a modular ship. It's a great hauler.
Here you
But
go.
once the other modules, the variety of
Thanks,
modules
board
come out,
gamer.
like med bay and a repair shop and all those other ones, the hull, the Caterpillar is going to morph into being more of a utility vehicle as far as I'm concerned. Yes, it can be a hauler, and it'll probably remain the pirate hauler of choice because of its carrying
I doubt
capacity
that.
to size ratio. Don't you think?
Pirates use what works best, so they'll probably have hull Cs.
Right. It depends what
I-
they're. It
I
depends
don't
what
see
they're
the I don't see
smuggling.
the whole sea being a pirate hauler.
Are you kidding? A tractor
Really?
beam, you can fill that up from outside. You don't have to worry about stuffing stuff inside the ship and
Yeah, I would tend to agree.
railings. You've got way more cargo capacity
You
than
can
a
have a tractor beam
Caterpillar.
with the Caterpillar as well. They've
No,
even
it
demoed
comes with
that.
one. That's what that whole side room is for, opposite the
Shadow,
bridge.
I just linked the whole sea animated GIF for
Oh,
people
I
who
was
aren't.
showing the video, but no. This is actually how it goes put together. That's what we were talking about. This is the mechanic.
Whee!
Yeah, that's the mechanic that has the
yeah,
problem
that's-
right now.
Yeah, that they're trying to
Yeah,
work on to
right.
get it in.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
those physics grids won't overlap is the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When contracted, so not hauling cargo, all of them can land.
Right.
But as soon as anything above the B starts to have issues landing when they happen to have cargo, and even the B has pods on the top and the bottom.
This is gonna have long
which-
landing gear.
Yeah, so either they're gonna have long landing gear,
Supposedly.
or they're gonna decide not to load up the bottom set of cargo when you land. We still have to learn on what the story is, but we've been told that the B will be able to land.
Right.
So we're still waiting on that solution. This is a great shot up right now of the hull C and some of its early work. And as far as capacities go, the hull A I think it's 32 SCU, which is kind of comparable to a freelancer. The hull B is again 384, somewhere in there, which is comparable almost to the Carrack as far as.
You got to remember those numbers are going to change as well, and odds are they will go up on the whole series ships because the whole C got bigger, so that might mean that the A and the B will get bigger as well.
So what is the C? I think it's 35,000.
Or those might have been freight units, and they might just be a fraction of what they're listed.
No, 3,500.
True.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah, so 3,500. Now I can't remember if that's freight units, which is somewhere
Different.
around a quarter of what SCU. Sorry, 4 times the
Correct.
value of what SCU should be. So 3,500 should be something like
Yeah, 4608 is what
900.
Benjamin Buford says. So it's
Yeah.
like
Benjamin
So-
Buford.
So we really
as
have
you
no-
go up, like
we have
the
no
D
idea.
has 20,000 freight units, and we've got to work out how much that converts. So what is that, like 5,000?
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
SCU. But then the hull E is 92,000 freight units, which, at the last calculation is like 20,000 SCU. So we're talking massive, massive amounts. And the hulls D and C are really designed for organizations to drive around. It's kind of like having an Idris. You're not going to be picking that thing up and taking it around, after work in the evening. You need a lot of crew to run it. It's going to be
It depends on what your night job is.
sketchy to protect yourself in it.
That's a lot of drugs to haul around.
the whole C, the whole D has a friggin' skyscraper on the front of it. The whole C's got like a military complex built into the front of it. Like you've got
That's
everything you
awesome.
need. I'm sure they'll have med bays and conference
think?
rooms.
You think
Well, they
they'll-
said that the whole D and C are used as small corporations for their headquarters as well.
Interesting.
It's like a mobile headquarters.
And yes, before people say it, we know Skype sucks, but we use it for a
We don't have a
specific
choice. You
feature.
come up with a
I
better
know.
idea.
We use it for a specific feature that makes the show a lot easier to do.
Yep.
With
I
having
apologize,
guests join.
everyone. For
Oh, you're
my
right.
Paw video.
You're right.
That's okay.
Another really
Fluffbrawl
cool
is
thing.
Skype.
Yes.
Another really
Wait,
cool thing about
right.
the Hull C is that it is it's just going to be one of the most modular. Sorry, not the C necessarily. The D and the E. They're going to be some of the most modular ships in the game, or at least
Hey,
that's
Dr.
what's been
Contrast.
reported.
Hey, Dr. C, how's it going?
Woo!
Good contrast in the house. Nice. Good to see him.
Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, so his shows are on Wednesday at 4 p.m. He did another one today that I totally missed because I was sick, but I guess it went really well. He's been doing the Battle Yacht concept. So give him a follow, Dr. Contrast, and twitch.tv/Dr. Contrast. He's been working on a lot of stuff. So very cool stuff. Very, very cool.
Nice.
Nice.
You know what we
Did you
should
show
do?
that the Hull C GIF?
Mm-hmm.
Can
Yeah,
you
that's
link
fine.
his Twitch, Nicer?
Yeah, nicer. We'll do it.
So
There we
for
go.
those
Thanks, buddy.
That missed the show. We had Dr. Contrast on our show. He's an absolutely amazing streamer. I won't spend a lot of time on this, but just very quickly to tell you about what he does. He is an industrial designer and he does amazing art. He designs concept ships. We actually had him
Oh,
on our show, and as a community, we voted on what type of ship we wanted to do, as well as a lot of the different features and capabilities of those ships. And we ended up, as a community, coming up with a really cool ship. It was a farming specialized science ship that also specialized in research and development, and very, very cool. What Shadowkin has up now
Hey,
is a
Divine Shadow.
battle cruiser that he's
Battle Yacht.
personally
Mm-hmm.
Battle
Yacht.
Yacht.
Yep.
Cool. Does it,
Thanks
how
for
many
the tip,
bridges does
Divine
it have?
Shadow.
Does it have a panic room, or does it have a citadel, or what does it have?
It has. I told him a basic idea for it, and he's just like going crazy on it. This is actually an older shot. We've gone through a bunch of revisions, and it just keeps getting better. But what I was going to state is so the fighter. He did a fighter concept. He did last week. Actually, here I can show you kind of the outset of what that is. It's pretty neat. Here we go. Sorry. But no, I mean, yeah, so he's working on this for me, and so this is a recon drone that he just threw in there. That's actually attached to one of the fighters, which is right here. But I mean, you watch him start from something like.
Wow.
Hold on.
That looks amazing.
There, so like,
Very cool.
this is what he's starting from, and you're like,
Oh my god.
so like, you look at that, and then you look at, like, you just watching it come to life, like where you'll see the chat. We're watching, we're just like, this is just amazing to watch this happen. So he's so
Very
great
cool.
to watch. So yeah, again, it's Wednesdays, 4 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern.
that is really beautiful.
Yep. So he's working on a number of things. He's open to commissioned art as well. He's got just drcontrast.com is the best place to go to kind of get into everything and get involved with him. But yeah, I mean, he's just doing such amazing stuff. It's
So we need to
Blows
do
my mind.
another. We need to do another ship.
yes. So after this whole quarantine thing is done, that's one of the first things we're gonna get set up because we definitely
perfect.
need to do that. Yeah.
Definitely want to thank his Divine Shadow for that huge.
Yes. Thank you so much for that. I was
$50. That's awesome. Man.
trying to find a
Wow. Thanks, man.
picture of the. Here, hold on a second. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
what-
So he can rename two people.
Those
with that.
people.
yeah.
Two people can be renamed. Stim and I have not been named.
No, we
This
haven't. We haven't.
Oh,
Should we name Jordan to Karen?
I'm only accepting.
Super awesome names tonight.
Somebody name them Squeakers.
Somebody
So,
name me Squeakers. It'll be
there
fun.
you go. Yeah, so that's the shot.
wow,
That
that's
I mean,
so cool.
it is amazing. So yeah.
So he wants chat to come up with names for us.
Pumpkin it is. Says Andrew.
Squeakers.
Throughout-
Hey,
throughout
Dan
names,
Lando!
we'll
Commodore
get a,
Lando! Thank you so much for that tip. That is
Hey,
amazing,
good to see you,
sir.
man.
Good to see you as well.
Thanks, Dad Lando. Good to see you.
I
man.
think
I
AKA
his name is
Commodore Lando?
Kingfisher.
AKA Kingfisher? Or Kingfish, yes.
Kingfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Good
his Twitch still says Dad Lando. But
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's all right.
Kingfish.
He is Commodore in my mind. His
You can-
connection to
Always.
Jared is purely familial. Otherwise, he's an amazing personality on his own, and I can't wait to have him on the show again.
Yes.
I like having the Commodore on.
Yes, absolutely. So, Commodore
cool.
Lando, let us know when.
Yeah, let us know. We'll have you on anytime. So I have a question going back a little bit in the show. We had we were talking about ship-to-ship docking, and we were talking about station-to-station and ship-to-station docking, and all the docking is going on. And I want to know, what do you guys think about the gravity situation when you are going from one ship to another? Do you think in those docking collars, docking ports, there's going to be gravity? Do you think it varies by manufacturer, or do you think it's, how do you think that's going to play out?
I think there will be gravity. I'm curious how the top mounted or hatches are going to work. If they're going to drop down a ladder so you can climb up there, or who knows how they're going to do that.
Okay.
I think, especially the parallel ones, like going from carrick to carrick, where you're nose to aft or whatever, they're going to be the same gravity because it's going to have that gravity plate technology that they use.
Okay.
I have no idea. I'll just let him
It would
figure
be
it out.
cool. It would be cool if they were microgravity. That would be cool. But
Mhm. I would agree with that.
So it's easier to climb up the ladder?
no, so you could float like you could dock in different orientations. You wouldn't have to be like level and the same orienting up with each other. So you can walk across. You would be able to float across and reorient yourself to enter the ship. It just adds for more docking possibilities.
Yeah. I worry every time they play with gravity. I think gravity needs to be consistent, as you get there. Like,
But it's
when
gravity,
you're
man.
on
What
a
could
ship.
possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. The Sea Wreck is like two top ports together. How does that work? Like, you're.
Yeah.
I've climbed a ladder the wrong way before, and it's not easy or fun.
I hate it when I climb the ladder wrong. So that
Let's move on.
yes.
Things you do
there
on
you
the
go.
midwatch.
All right, so we've done the roadmap update, and we got into Star Citizen Live. Let's touch on that. Dalamar has a question. Joran, you made some notes here. What is his question?
Yeah, so Delamar has actually had the #1 question for Star Citizen Live on Friday, and
Nice.
there's a few things primarily about the Galactopedia and its availability in game. Is there going to be an app that will be able to reference it? And they talked about that quite a bit about their future plans. They definitely want to integrate the Galactopedia into the universe and have that accessible through the Mobiglass. So, thanks to Dalamars for getting that good question up there.
No, that is great. It's nice to see people from our community getting questions up.
Yes.
Whether they have Captain Richard's help or not.
We have some great nerds with great questions.
Yeah. Starship Nemo. That's kind of what I'm saying. I think the only ship with a bottom-facing docking collar now is the Star G and the Starfarer itself.
Starfarers.
Yeah.
Everything else has left, right, and top, or port and starboard and top. So,
I wonder if they'll revisit that.
I don't know. They would have to remodel the Freelancer. They would have to remodel the Connie.
So the top docking collars are the ones that puzzle me the most because like it's hard to get up to that.
Yeah, I guess you dock with
turn off the gravity.
Starfarers only, so you can climb in there.
But yeah, but I'm trying to climb up to the roof and they don't have ladders in place. I mean,
Well,
how
that's
do you
what I
get
mean.
up to the docking
they're
collar in the roof?
They're gonna have to have a ladder.
Yeah, they've got to do something there.
We'll see. They might have something special with the stations,
So
Connie gonna dock more from the side ports.
Yeah, that's the thing I never understood is the Connie's side ports. It's like, yeah, they got all these docking ports all over the place. It's like ships are going to be like.
The cells are in the way.
Yeah, I mean, there's like it's just a number of weird things that I don't know, like because like on Space Engineers we deal with this all the time because you build all your ships with your port in the same spot so you can line them all.
Nemo, all you have to do is come in nose to nose, and then you've got it inverted, so you can mate your carracks together.
And then you flip them the bird.
Nobody has to be
flies right on by.
Yeah, nobody has to be upside down.
I was inverted.
Can you hear that? Let me turn it up for you.
All right, Goose says Shausen. Oh.
So a couple of the other things I thought were kind of high points from Friday's lore show. They touched on AI again. That keeps coming up fairly often in the community about whether or not there will be or why isn't there like robots and androids and like real artificial intelligence, not just the NPCs. And so I mean, they address that pretty well from a game design standpoint, as well as the lore, and the lore was created to support the game design. And I thought they had a really good explanation of that, in that the vision of the universe is to be kind of a gritty first person, Star Wars kind of universe. Even though there were some droids, they really played a very backseat to the people doing everything. And when you think about it, computers, and in the far future, they continue down the path of evolution that we're seeing, they're going to be better at everything than humans are. And really, we almost become superfluous, kind of like the Terminator. So they didn't want to have a universe where AI was the majority and the superiority. And then so the lore that they introduced for that were multiple times when humans had tried to develop AI, they went rogue and caused all kinds of problems. So I thought that was nice to readdress.
Yeah,
But Fluff
there's like a AI on
one of the planets.
Microtech.
Really?
Down in New Babbage. Yeah, because like when you come out of the location that I can't talk about, and there's this location, and you're standing in a spot looking at this thing, and this thing is kind of like AI. You can talk to it, but it might be like a virtual intelligence.
Okay, all right, yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I do recall seeing that in one of the videos.
Well, yeah, we've seen the greeter there in in various videos,
Right.
And I can just be kind of a programmable greeting greeting thing.
It says that it runs operations in the building, and also it
Yeah.
So
operates
Okay.
as a
That is
greeting
only
device.
recording, not AI.
more like
It's
an
not
Alexa.
a recording. Yeah, except Alexa doesn't run like the data processing of your house. It might monitor it.
They're
and you can
fairly connected. Like all your trying to connect all these things to the Google Home, to your appliances and refrigerator, and your baby
No, thanks.
monitors and everything like that. Fluff, did you watch the Star Citizen live on Friday about lore of the universe?
I didn't actually watch it, but I'm getting through some of the lore videos. Over, I think I started watching them a few months ago, and then I've just started kind of progressing through them. So
The
I'm
lore,
kind of trying to
Maker's
catch
Guide
up.
to the Galaxy.
Yeah, that's the one.
So how do you feel about the lore of the universe and Star Citizen, and that it kind of permeates literally everything that they're building, as there's so much there.
I think there definitely needs to be some kind of integration, so that you can definitely see it a little bit more within the universe. But I know that takes time. But I think it definitely needs that backdrop that the verse has. Like,
Mhm.
it needs substance and it needs texture, and I think that kind of creates it. But yeah, definitely needs it needs something to kind of mesh it all together.
But what did you come to Star Citizen from before? Different space games, or
No,
just other gaming, or?
I'm actually a variety streamer. So I started playing. Oh, I was playing Red Dead,
Mhm.
and then
Nice.
I kind of rage quit that because it was having its own issues. And then I jumped across randomly, and then I've now kind of just been absorbed by it. So
You and
Became
many
addicted.
other.
One of us.
One of us. Oh, yeah,
Oh
totally.
my gosh.
That's how we get you.
Yeah, I talked to a lot of newer citizens, and I like to ask them, like, how much they know about the bigger vision of the universe, and the whole project, and all the background and the depth, and I find a lot of people that are coming to it recently, they see great spaceships, and they see the planets, and they see all this cool fun stuff, and it's great and it's fun, but they don't really have much of an understanding of the bigger picture and how much depth that there is to it. And that's what's great about having the lore people on. And some people aren't really excited by it, but it dictates everything that they do. Like, we had a conversation in the Yacht Club, or one of the discords,
One of the
yes.
many discords.
Yeah, one of the main, one of the
They're
main
all-star
big
citizen
discords.
discords.
Yeah, like, there's so many discords. Just the other day about the Banu Merchantman and how the ship design team has certain views of it, but it is going to be entirely dictated by the lore people because it is such an important part of this entire alien race, the Banu, and how they use it, how they live on it, how it's passed down from generation to generation, and we have concept art, but uh, I think as the lore people consult on everything that anybody in the universe is building, from the,
Yeah.
the food stands to the weapons to the ships, but the Banu and the Merchantman, it's going to be such a lore driven ship because there's so much
Yeah, for
that
sure.
goes into it. Phoenix was
I
saying
think-
Joe's famous tacos.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
concept art
I
on the
think as
Merchantman.
well, Squadron 42 is going to play a huge part in bringing that to life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that will definitely drive people more to the MMO and understand more of the somewhat history or the I guess the fiction of it. So, and it'll drive that passion as well. Because people want to get into the verse and start like really aggressively playing it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Phoenix wanted to see
Mystic, thanks for the
the-
sub. Thanks
Hey,
for the
Mystic.
12 months.
12 months.
Awesome.
It's
Wow.
amazing we've been
Kind of-
doing this for 12 months, and
going
you
for
guys
that
keep
long.
coming back.
I had to go have a shadow pour of scotch.
Nice.
Oh.
Well done, lad. Well done.
I poured like
Big
a
in your
double,
tiny
and then I was
house.
like, what would shadow do?
Yeah, that whole health kick that they're on, Doc. We're on a different one.
I'm getting a lot of sugar. That's
Yeah, I've drank so
I
much
saw a
scotch in the
meme.
last month.
I saw a meme come out, and it's all about the first week of the quarantine, and it's all salad and vegetables. And then
Not
the
for me.
third week,
Toilet paper
third
and
week,
scotch.
It's all Snickers bars and candy and scotch
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, right.
and red vines.
Yep, red vines for sure. Yes, very much so.
Yeah, I posted one of the concept arts of the Banu Merchantman, and there were a couple
Oh
people
yeah,
were asking about
of course.
it. Like,
Let's
this is
show the Banu
just
Merchantman.
it's such
Banu.
such an amazing ship.
Banu.
Maybe 800.
Stem loves the whole series, but so many of us just really love this ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
I think it
gonna
would
be
be better if it
so
flew
cool.
the other way.
The biggest problem I have with this is those giant wings out the side.
Yeah,
Those things are gonna hit
Yeah.
everything.
especially with shadows flying.
Hey, Fluff, you're back.
Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe we'll see. Oh, wait, let me mute.
For a second. Let
There
me
we go.
cruise while
Yeah. Do a good pose. That's
Until it
good.
freezes.
Hold a good pose.
You moved. No, you moved.
Be a ventriloquist.
We don't want to get you mid transition.
Right.
Gin and
wait, I gotta
Tonic
put that back.
says that he's more met about the BMM than he was about the Carrack, and a lot of people have changed their stripes on the BMM since the Carrack has come out and since the unveiling of the Bazaar. Those two places where the Carrack, where the BMM might have less cargo space. Of course, I'm partial to cargo space. Between that and the Carrack, what do you guys think? What do you think the community thinks? And hey, you guys in chat, tell us what you think about the BMM and the Carrack, and if there's been any kind of interplay between them, and what your opinion has been.
Thanks for the tip, Mystic Star.
Thanks, Mystic.
Hey.
6-1.
Nice.
That must
Somebody
be
give us
meaningful to
$5.
you.
Yeah, no.
Must be meaningful to you.
So
Great
the
$5.
Twitch authentication code today, they ended in 666. So I don't know, man. I was a little concerned, but yeah. Anyway. So this is the inside of this is the bazaar area.
Yeah, that's the concept for the marketplace. So this was
Oh,
in
hell
there
yeah.
from the
That looks
very
great.
beginning, and I actually kind of overlooked it. But as I talked with other merchantman owners, and he said it's like, oh yeah, that and when the whole conversation about the Kraken, the Kmart came out, they said it's like, oh no, that they talked about that from the very beginning with the merchantman, so that was a part of it.
Yeah.
So, and it's a cargo hauling ship, plus it has the bazaar for selling things in it.
It's a bazaar. It's a flying bazaar. It's not really a cargo
It's
hauling
amazing.
ship.
It can be both.
So Shaozin thinks we're going to have 1,000 SCU with the Benning Merchantman. And between him and Fennec Silvertail, they're talking a lot of Mandalorian. This is the way, and I have spoken. Awesome, guys. Wicked.
Yeah,
I think 800 is optimistic.
I think you're entirely misdirected and salty about it, Doc.
I'm not salty about it at all. I'm trying to stop hearing people say when it comes out. I don't want to hear them cry about, oh, it only has 800 SCU. I want to be like, yes, I told you it will only have 800 SCU.
Just totally
Stop
a whole
crying.
sea behind you. That's all.
Yeah, just
Think about it, like those shops
Mobile
have to have
warehouse.
inventory. If
Yeah,
we're gonna have
they-
physicalized inventory, the shops
gonna
have to
need it.
have wares, right?
right. But you've only got like 5 shops. Each shop needs like 50
like
to
the-
100 SCU.
The,
Like it,
yeah, like the Kraken has what, like 100? Is it 100 SCU per shop?
per shop. Yeah, I think so.
So
Plus
sounds
it's
about right.
you jump on me when I say decal wrong.
I
yet
keep
when
saying
Jordan
Kraken.
Says,
I
when
said
Jordan says
Kraken.
Kraken, you don't like do
I
I
any-
was
did.
actually
said
surprised by
Kraken.
that. Yeah, no, he did correct him. It just took him a minute.
I corrected him the first time, and he said it again. I hadn't got it.
Just don't get him saying pivot, for God's sake.
Are you
That's all I
Kraken mad?
Jesus. Is there a problem with pivot now?
No, he just uses it way too
Yeah, it's
often.
pivot in Canada. You don't say
Pivot.
the right
Oh,
States.
God.
How do you say pivot in Australia?
Gone again. Pivot.
Oh no, she froze. Oh.
In Australia, you don't. There's an allergy pill which we have here in North America as well called Claritin, but in Australia they call it Claritine.
Yes.
So
Clarentine.
Really?
it's like a vitamins thing.
Yes.
But Australia likes to add a big round Y vowel to everything they possibly can.
Hey.
So
This is true.
Is it?
I'm surprised.
That's why they call it the Rona.
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
down at the Pecky, and I got myself the Rona.
I think it does have a bit of an orange kind of smell there.
Fair enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think you're talking about clementine, the herb.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along. We have a show we actually are doing.
Yeah. What are we doing again?
I
So we are
totally
done
forgot
Friday.
it.
Moving on to the weekend. There was Saturday night Yacht Club shenanigans.
Mhm.
We haven't actually finished the lore.
Well, then
Oh.
finish it.
Well, no, we got sidetracked, as we never do.
Never.
We should.
All right, we'll hold
we on
that
the
shot.
recorded lore?
There were just two other minor things on the lore, and I was going to ask if you guys had anything that stood out with y'all from the discussion.
For me, it was just about, it's at the very beginning when they're talking about the Galactopedia that Sherry Heiberg is working on. I just can't wait for that to be in-game and pervasive and
And
the other
added
thing,
to all the time.
all the time. And I gotta tell you, I really, really, really want CI, which we call CIG, but it's really CI. to
Nobody's ever going to keep
start
calling it that.
creating
Yeah.
novels, like novellas.
that'd be great.
So cartoon artwork for the Star Citizen universe. It would be epic. It would be absolutely epic. They'd get a whole new audience to come in.
Oh,
It would
yeah.
cost quite a bit to get that going. It's not like it's cheap to get comics done. But they have to figure out what the artwork's going to look like, et cetera, et cetera. But I think that would be huge for some of the lore, especially when they're doing things like interviews. It wouldn't take a lot of pictures. They could just keep rehashing certain ones, and it'd be much easier to read. Lots of words put together make it hard to read for me. So I like to break them up with pictures.
Words are hard.
Are you slightly
Pictures
dyslexic
are
or
worth
something?
1,000 words.
Pictures indeed.
That reminds me of my master's thesis. I took a bunch of paintings and described them in 1,000 words each. That was fun.
Yeah. Just think
exercising
Red
creativity.
like 100 times, then blue like 100 times, and then there's
Yeah.
some green in there 100 times.
No, I actually had to use verbiage to describe them. It was difficult for a little while. It got easy at the
Dexter,
end.
I would love some pop-up books that would work, but they'd have to be digital pop-ups. They'd have to like come out of an iPad. Reality
Like
books. That's what I
like
need.
3D hologram books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. TLDRs with pictures. Quinn, I love you, buddy. That's
Hey,
awesome.
that's why they exist. Oh, EOD!
Oh, wow.
EOD,
Woo!
wow,
Thanks,
man.
thanks for all the
Holy
gifted
Ten
tier.
sub-bombs.
Hello, my
man.
friend. Everybody, sub for you, sub for you, sub for
Holy
you.
smokes.
Thank you,
Sub
EOD,
for
for that
everybody.
one.
Crazy.
Woo!
Appreciate it.
So the other two items I made notes on that stood out for me on the on the lore show was that the player recorded lore as far as people being able to affect the universe themselves and make a name for themselves in the universe. So I think that's something people talk about fairly often. That great events like killing the Dread Pirate Roberts. There will be occasional things where people do something worthy of note, and they'll get into lore and various things like the Jump Town Wars going into the lore and things like that. But generally, Star Citizen isn't about you being the one like most games where it's like it's all about you conquering everything and winning. You're just one of billions. So get over it.
Yeah.
A lot more than billions.
Well,
Hundreds of billions.
Chris said that everybody who's playing the game is like in the top 1%. So we're not just one of a billion. Where
That is true. That is true. Not everybody owns a spaceship.
right,
Lots of people do
most
not.
people don't.
Some people have one ship and will lose it often.
And there is that. A lot of people just have one ship.
Those poor bastards.
Be nice.
Speaking of
Yeah, double
having
like
ships,
goddesses.
Fluffbrawl, what are you playing with?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, well, I started upgrading a Cutlass Black, and we call it Darkwing Fluff.
Love it.
And then
That's perfect.
the 300i, which was courtesy of you guys here at the Yacht Club. and
Oh, nice.
Galaxy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And
Awesome.
that one,
I remember that.
that one I kind of roam around in and play
Remember that,
disco.
Oh, right on.
But mostly, especially for deliveries, I tend to go for the Pisces because that is, I guess, my bread. So I do love the Pisces, and I'm souped her up like really amazingly as
Nice.
best I possibly can. And
It's a great little ship.
I love it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
great
Pisces
little
is
ship.
nice.
especially when you like bulk it out. It's pretty damn amazing.
Yeah.
Huh.
You know, the best part about the Pisces is when it spawns inside the Carrack, even though it wasn't your Pisces.
I think
I don't know
that
who parked
Pisces has
that.
been in other people's ships, in and around their ships,
Yeah.
for many
Pisces
moons.
is a great ship.
Delivering pizzas to other people's ships.
It's a great
You
delivery
had-
ship. That's a lot of pizza.
Hey,
You
man,
only
that's so
had
good.
a couple of Mustangs. I would upgrade one of those to a Pisces.
Well, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Things
Yeah.
to do.
Pisces is one of the best small ships, but by far.
Yeah.
Only lacking a bed, which isn't important right now.
Well,
It has quantum drive. It has a jump drive. Does it have a jump drive?
it doesn't come equipped with a jump drive, but it
No,
can support
but
one.
it can support one.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yep.
What a great ship.
No, it is. It
This
really
ship
is. We
is
were saying that
pretty
at Citizen
amazing as
Con,
well.
Steve. Remember, we were like,
Yeah,
wow, that thing's kind of got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, when they released it, we were like, this thing is great.
Yeah, right?
Two
That
little
was
jump
my
seats.
starter ship as well, so it was like
Oh,
I have
nice.
such a love for it.
Yeah. Starter.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
always
That
love
sounds
our-
like
Dada.
Always love our
Boston.
first ship.
That's Boston right there.
Yes, that's not what I can do. Sorry.
Forget about it. It's the
That's
starter
how I say
ship.
dickhead. Dickhead.
You know, when a guy says that's my starter sheep, we think about it totally different.
Starter sheep? Whoa.
Not all of us had
Where
starter
did we get off the rails on that one? Woo. Does anyone have a sheep emote? Quick. Hey, the Seavrak has just doomed us all.
Yay.
Yeah, total.
Good to see you, Rick.
We gonna die. We gonna die.
Oh dear.
Oh,
The
red
perfect
alert!
name.
Shields up.
Shields up.
Can't
We're gonna
take me
die.
anywhere.
No, we really can't. Anyway, all
And,
right.
then, and then the last thing they touched on that I thought was worthy of note again was about the 85 years that it took to build ArcCorp, and they said that they actually increased that from what it used to be. I guess it was like 50 years or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like 45 years.
Yeah, it's something ridiculous to build this entire planet covered with
Yeah.
buildings.
You're making ecology like 45 years. I'm like, holy shit, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, right.
It's mind-boggling. They must have had billions
Hey,
of people.
Indian, thanks for the bits.
Billions and billions of people.
Yeah, Hydra.
But
Thanks.
what they were actually saying was, which I thought was interesting, was that when they go back and revisit with the Planet Tech, and there are oceans on it, which that question has come up before. So there are oceans, there's lakes, there is some different topography, so it's not as completely covered with buildings. At that stage, that was just the easiest thing for them to do. Just we've got an entire planet of 7.5 million square kilometers. We'll just cover it with buildings. And
Divine Shadow says they had a lot of pioneers. All
lot.
pioneers.
and that a lot of the buildings on the planet are just big, flat, open structures for factories and warehouses. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They had to change it though because the like 35, 40 years that they had was just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm glad they changed it. I'm glad they're retconning things to make it more logical.
Yes.
Reasonable.
You watch Doc over there go. Or just lash out in Spectrum. You can't do that.
I do lash out in Spectrum sometimes.
Yeah, a few times.
It's usually the dickheads.
It's logical
That is
though.
right.
We like it.
We got Fluff back.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Hey, welcome back.
Maybe.
Yes.
Did it, wait, did it just
Nobody agrees on
automatically?
it.
Did it just?
Just
Did you reconnect or did it just automatically do that? Because that's
I
terrifying.
reconnected.
Okay.
woo.
All right. There we go.
Excellent.
She's just gonna give you little bits of her because you know you can't handle it. So. All right. Can we move on to the weekend?
Yes, we can move on to the
We
weekend.
can. So you've already showed
Weekend.
some of the shenanigans where you're driving around, but I want to see that video of jumping the cyclone into the back of the
Oh
ship.
yeah, man.
This
Yeah,
one
so
over a
the-
Gladius, pirate Gladius, nonetheless.
Yeah, so
Oh, nice.
so this was our regular shenanigans that we got together, and we were over at Magda, and so I don't know, there's 20 something of us or so went over there, and we had a bunch of ships, we had a bunch of cyclones, and we're just driving around. It's very low gravity, and we had a lot of cyclones.
Amazing.
We blew up a lot of cyclones.
Yes.
So you know, when you see people doing this kind of stuff, they're not showing you the 50 times that they missed.
Oh God, you should have seen it. Who was in the back of the carrick? Because they had a video that we were watching on Discord, and I just had it up, and it was just one after the other, just missing and hitting the end and
Yeah.
exploding. It was so much fun to watch. That's the video we should have seen. Here we go. Here's the other one.
This is only the one video of jumping into the carrick. Okay, so
Right.
this is the one
The-
jumping into
Oh,
the
wow.
Valkyrie.
Right. This is the one jumping in the Valkyrie, which is actually
Yeah.
awesome because it looks
Yeah,
like
so
they fit.
Crunch was inside, and so I was videoing flying into it. I using the NVIDIA DVR because I wasn't actually streaming. So I recorded it and I clipped it, and then Crunch said, "It's like, oh, I got that from inside," and so I gave it to him. And
Side by
so
side.
we
Hell
both
yeah.
just downloaded the DaVinci software. What I forget what it was called. DaVinci something. The video editing software. Completely
Whatever.
free, and DaVinci Resolve, thanks to Divine Shadow, and it is so powerful. It's completely
Yeah, it is.
free.
Mhm.
And it is tremendously powerful. It's got all the same stuff that I paid, like $75 for the Sony Vegas Pro a couple of years ago. This has got everything, and it's easier to use. So
Mhm.
highly recommend anybody who wants to do any video editing, get the DaVinci Resolve. It's free, and
Nice.
it lets you do all this kind of stuff. I mean, we took a few minutes, and it's like we're already figuring out how to do all kinds of things with it. Great software.
Very
and,
cool.
Yeah,
Thanks, Troy.
we had had a really good time jumping, and then I guess we didn't get the gif of me driving away from the Carrack as the Carrack exploded, which was
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
because
of
I
fun,
did
too.
see that, but I don't have the.
Yeah,
Give the
I
link?
think it must be a
Oh,
different. A different
I was gonna
let
say
me,
it's probably in our screenshots,
I-
but we know
it's
for a fact
it's on my imager because it was too long for.
Okay, well send it over because it was pretty hilarious. He's
Yep.
driving away and it's basically like, you know, cool guys don't watch explosions or whatever. It's just the
You guys don't look back.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't look at hey, Black Megs, $42. Always
Yeah,
the
this
best.
Woo!
Yeah, this is the one.
Salud.
Uh-oh.
70866. Oh no.
Post that in there.
I'm sure he wants to rename me.
Here we go.
Just Resolve 16 EDO operator. That's the free one. Studio is the one that you have to pay for, and it only has a few features that the basic 16 doesn't have. I posted the other GIF in the show chat.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, it's coming up now.
Yeah, so
Trying
this
to get
has
to the point where you're
both jumps and then the grand finale.
Oh, you want to go from the start? All right, here we go. From the start.
Yeah, it was one GIF with everything in it.
That's actually not that bad of a running start. That was a great cyclone that was flipping off to the side too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of cyclones and we blew up a lot of cyclones.
Yep, I remember watching. It was hilarious. I was just trying to get work done. I look up and it's explosion.
I'll link that in the Yacht Club Discord in the info link, so anybody who's looking for that software can pick that up. It was fantastic.
Okay, so that's the difference between Resolve and Studio. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
The Resolve 16 versus the Resolve Studio.
So
Studio
here's the explosion
that you pay for.
Boom! That looks awesome.
You're seeing that before we are on the stream.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that delay. That's a pain in the ass.
Here, I'll go straight to it.
Delay sucks.
You could only do
I think
so
when
much.
Stem was running things, we used to have a live feed that we could watch.
Yeah, you know what?
Good, I can't spell.
It's I made amazing things happen. That's the only thing I'm missing. Anyway, before I make that your house.
Thanks, operator.
Yeah, thanks, man. No, that was cool. It's a cool shot.
Nice done, man.
Very, very cool.
Okay, so
But yeah, I'll get that linked into the info link. So we do these shenanigans all week with the Yacht Club. If you're not already in the Discord, get in there. I even when I'm not streaming, which I haven't been while I'm up here, I still get everybody together because we just love doing stuff together like this. Monday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 8:30 Eastern time. And just be the Discord. We're always sending out notices, and then Shadow is doing his shenanigans. Sometimes Shadow does mixed streaming, so sometimes he's doing Star Citizen, sometimes he's doing other stuff. Shadow, is there one night where you tend to do Star Citizen more, or is it just kind of random depending
Fridays
on
usually.
what you guys?
Fridays are almost always Star Citizen. But I'm also picking up Saturday as well, so we'll probably start doing some duo streaming.
Yeah,
That'll
we
be fun.
do some stuff together. So
Well,
Monday,
next time you
Thursday,
play Worms,
Friday,
you can
Saturday.
I'm amazing at Worms.
Oh well, you could jump in on Tuesdays then. Tuesdays is when we do like viewers' choice. So and then
Which Worms are you playing? Armageddon.
WMD.
or-
yeah,
WMD.
and you could come murder Stim. It's always
Armageddon's so old now.
I know, but it's the one I know.
I know it's what everybody knows, but WMD is really good.
Mhm.
It's totally the same as far as all the actions. You have to learn some of the new weapons, including like the armor and stuff like that. But it's not much. You play 3-4 rounds, you're into it.
You ever play that
Tons
Fluff?
of fun.
Were any of the Worms games?
Do you guys play Castles? Sorry.
Like ages ago. I can't even remember which. I think it might have been Armageddon.
It's been around forever. They're coming out with like a 20th anniversary edition or something. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's been around for. I was actually shocked. I thought it was like 10 years. They're like, no, it's like 20
Oh,
years. I'm like,
no.
holy crap.
I played Worms in the 90s.
Yeah, I remember playing Worms on my Windows CE device, my phone.
That was 20 years ago.
I know, that's what I was like, holy crap, you're right, there was that long ago. Guess I'm older than I
I
thought.
don't know what that's like.
Yeah, I'm not that old.
Anyway, so yeah, we do variety
Just
stuff
our
on
one
Tuesdays.
last week, which is awesome. That was tons of fun.
Yep, so Tuesdays is kind of just like voting on whatever you want to play. We just kind of roll through a bunch of games. But Fridays is
Let's
almost
talk more
always SC. So
Let's talk more Star Citizen. So,
Yes.
like, but I guess just to finish off there, we just love having fun with everybody that's here. And between Shadow's stream and Jordan's stream, there's SC and there's variety and there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I have been considering maybe doing a stream of my own as well to kind of help out and part of the whole fun that's happening outside of the Yacht Club hours. So if that happens, then stand by. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe if you tell me you want it, maybe I'll make it happen. We'll see. I don't know.
Look at everyone jumping.
I'm not insecure about it, like at all. Like I don't need people to tell me they want me to do it. Like I'm not looking for that specifically. But if it happened, like I don't
Stim,
know.
you should definitely stream and get people together and
think so?
do some stuff because
You think so?
But he's barely active in Discord, so.
Yeah.
I have the last 3 days. I have come
Nobody
in
has
Discord.
been.
I've said hi.
Well, maybe we can re-engage
Nobody
Stim.
knows who Stim
starting.
Citizen is.
Who is Stim
restarting.
Citizen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't we
I'll look
renamed
back
him
on it
yet?
again, and everything seems to be working.
Re-engage. Let's re-engage. Bring Stim back into the community, back into part of the stuff.
Back into
and
the
for everybody who's
fold.
not in the Yacht Club
I would-
Discord, you should definitely be in
I
our
would
Discord because
totally stream, except I only have one monitor, and
it's a pain in the
Yeah.
ass. With it, yeah, with
It is
the
with just the one, yeah.
it is a
That's why you
Yeah,
need
well,
11.
Another monitor.
well, I don't really have anywhere to place it. I guess I could screw it onto the side of my desk and have it.
There you go.
Bring one of those
or
one of those
vertical
monitor arms. I mean, I've got a tiny desk at home.
The
It's a
simple-
48-inch desk at home, and so I've
Simple
got
engineering
like
problem.
a little monitor arm that I just pulls it up here on the
you go.
side of my main monitor, and
Yeah, that might work.
yeah, it was cheap. It was like a $30.
But then I'm gonna have a microphone over there too. I don't know. It's
There's
space is a premium.
You could give everybody like stock tips
Yeah.
and English tips,
but yeah, it's, everybody who's
I mean,
not
if people
in the
want to pay
Discord,
me for that,
dangling participles.
don't
We've got a-
dangle your
we've got a great
participles.
community, and everybody's chatting all day, every day, just about all kinds of nerdy stuff. I mean, today we had this big conversation about all
you
different
freeze
kinds of
again, Fluff?
interesting exotic music, and food,
Yeah, I
and
did freeze again.
lots of
Okay,
stuff.
I just thought you were holding that pose again.
Oh no, she dropped from the call. Yeah, she dropped from
Oh,
the
no.
call again. Oh.
It's all good.
At least she's still
Damn,
with
you're
us. We can still. She's so calm.
I thought I sat still and didn't move much, but holy shit!
Hey, just, you could have been
She doesn't
picking your
even move
nose
her
right when
lips
it
when she
disconnected.
talks.
This is a much better picture.
Yeah, it is.
She takes great pictures.
Happy, smiling picture. So photogenic. So, moving on. So there was a leak that came out, and it ties back to the Xeno Pyro radio thing we had going on a while back. Should we play that?
wanna-
Let's play that.
Well, it's 18 minutes long.
Yeah, let's not play
the
that.
first
That's
like
not-
30
no, just-
seconds
just-
with
just-
audio.
Just play like
And
the
then I
first
can
minute
mute
or
the
so.
audio.
These are multiple segments, so just play the first one, and everybody be quiet and listen. So this is the extracted from the game file. So all those kind of garbled messages that we were getting around Stanton before at Olisar were something people of Stanton, and you couldn't hear all this.
Hey,
all this
Fire,
back.
thanks for the tip.
So he managed to extract the original
Nice one, Firemaster.
ungarbled file, and you can hear the whole thing. So what do you just play that first part?
1 minute.
Um,
I'll play from
yeah,
zero.
it's about a minute or so. So whenever that goes through, so
All
everybody
right,
listen,
shut up, Doc.
and then we can talk about it.
$30 more till we get to like a Polaris.
All right.
Wow,
Here
we
we
could
go.
give away Polaris. That'd be awesome.
People of Stanton, a great injustice has been done to you. For decades, the spineless bureaucrats of your government have been selling you and your fellow citizens piece by piece to the alien scum outside our borders and to their corporate
You can
masters.
hear someone's
within.
reverb.
Their greed, only matched by the absolute disregard for the values that made humanity great in the first place.
My Skype closed for no reason.
My brothers and sisters have watched them feed on the dying carcass of the Empire for long enough. With the passage of the Human Xi'an Trade Initiative, it's clear that the government is happy to sell the final parts of humanity into servitude. The time has come to send a message. that we will not consume their lies anymore.
Is there a reason why you're not showing
That
it?
we are the
guess
ones
so.
in
It's
charge.
It's not a video. It's just a static image.
Stanton will be the first step in a revolution to take back
Everyone's
the soul of the Empire.
I know.
You
It
will
is
be
a turd.
witnesses.
Well,
We are
it's also,
Xenothreat.
the times.
All right, so that was the first minute. Jordan dropped out of video, but he's still here in audio, right?
Yeah. The thing
I'm
is,
back.
we
Okay,
also
cool.
have
I think I'm
issues
back.
right now
Am I
with
back?
teleconferencing.
You're
They're
back.
all having issues, like Zoom, Teams, everything's having issues.
In 2 seconds, I gotta.
Even Discord, but Discord seems to be doing the best because we love it.
Oh,
Yeah, no video, Joe.
yeah. We're not seeing Fluffy or Joe.
Well, we know Fluff. Yeah. So anyway,
That's okay, I'm still here. Still here.
Yeah, she's still here.
she's still here, and she's freezed
We
in
don't
a
really-
perfect smile.
Yeah.
Planned.
Pinpoint.
Planned it that way.
Pinpoint smile.
Yeah.
Benjamin Beaufort brings up a very good point. He's wondering whether or not your PC is having issues.
Am I back?
Oh.
It's the 9900 KS. And it's
saying
basically
your PC
idling
is
right
weak,
now.
son. Weak.
Insta-ban.
Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. 18% is where its CPU is at. 9 gigs of RAM. It's fine. No,
Doesn't
it's
sound
Skype.
like AMD. It's
We
not
know it's
AMD.
we deal with Skype all the time. Skype's the only problem, and we know it's the problem. So
Skype is horrible.
Benjamin also raises a good point. He thinks it could be probably an AMD processor.
No.
That's why it's having issues.
never had an AMD processor in this house.
No.
I don't want it to
And
burn
that's
down.
why I have AMD stock.
Yeah,
Why would you have
'cause I don't
stock in
own it.
AMD?
Yeah, he's a confused Canadian. Let him go.
It's volatile. It's not. It's.
Like your
you invest in
mom.
what you want to invest in.
Oh, this is only anyway. So Jordan, do you want to talk about as you're trying to get that sorted out there? So Stim, you're being renamed. Stim is now Stim Civilian.
I like it. I'll be a civilian.
Thanks, Fire for that one.
Nice one, Fire. I like it.
I'm trying to get Skype going again here.
That's all right. It's a weekly
while
fight.
You're doing that,
It keeps
Jordan,
dropping
tell
me.
us about the Xeno threat. This was a I didn't get a chance to read too much about it, but this was a data mining leak that happened. Somebody
Yeah,
in the
so-
team
Yeah.
grabbed this data.
Yeah, Chiff Monkey is he's well known for pulling out
There we
the sound the soundtracks. So he like pulled all the different Pedro Camacho musical
I love that
scores
name.
and whatnot,
Pedro
and also like all the sound and music around Microtech. So he's pulled all those out, and I guess he found this in there somewhere. And so, and there's quite a bit there. Board Gamer just put out a video about that today, as well as Super Mac Brothers Ryan also put one out. So they played several of the video clips or the audio clips, and then they kind of talked about that. So the Xeno threat is apparently some type of outlaw rebel group based in Pyro, and they're xenophobic. I'm not sure if it's just against the Vandul or against all aliens. I don't fully
There's
understand.
only one Allen civilian.
I typed it the way it was put through. So. I know it didn't look right, but I thought it was part of a joke that I wasn't getting.
Okay. It's not civilian either, but I don't want to. I don't know.
Yeah, that's-
You're just hurting my
Yeah,
brain.
Alberta thinks that I'm just a disembodied voice in the cloud. I'm part of the xenophobic invasion.
You're just hurting my
Is
brain.
that better?
But so there was one recording from the Xeno threat person, and then there was another recording of an advocacy colonel or somebody who was recruiting for the civilian defense forces to confront the impending Xeno threat. And that there's a large force stationed by the Pyro Stanton jump point, and potentially an Idris. So Board was theory crafting that there could be like some fleet
Theory crafting!
actions and things like that. and just like a lot of potential stuff coming at with Pyro.
Wait, I
We're
thought
not
for
sure if it's coming before we get Pyro.
I thought for sure that was going to start a fight there.
Yeah.
Theory crafting.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to say anything.
Come on, let's go. Usually that word makes people go nuts, but Jordan was the one that said it, so I guess I just totally threw
Crazy
things
Cat Lady
up.
has a point.
Yeah, he does
Right.
actually.
Yeah.
No, and it's actually
When
kind of
people
fun, you
getting
know?
pyro.
Rage crafting. That's good.
I don't think anything is going to come from Pyro until Pyro is in the game.
I also don't think so. I think that it'll be gameplay in the Pyro system.
Yeah.
No, either way, I mean, let's think about it. That would be really neat if ships or things started showing up, you know, and like kind of get the ball rolling. I mean, because that actually starts to bring in more of a dynamic gameplay that you can start building on, which is, you know, that's really what's going to make part of this game awesome.
Shady Phasey says that the Xenothreat equals the anti-alien terrorists.
Mhm.
They see the trade and peace deals with the Xi'an as the rich and powerful selling out humanity. That's right. I do remember hearing that.
Hmm.
So,
That would never happen.
Of course not.
Oh, nice. Bob the Yacht Bot is getting aggressive towards some people. Sorry. I can't control him. Sometimes he gets drunk this late in the show, so.
Yeah, he does. I like how you timed him out for 1 second. One
Yeah,
second.
One
That'll
whole
alert
second.
you.
That's it. You're gone. Sorry. Anyway.
You
No,
are
it's-
out of here.
I really hope, you know, I loved, so I go back to Eve all the time because this was something I really loved in Eve that was, and it was back in the day when you didn't get to really data mine as much because there wasn't that much exposed to the end user. So there was constantly like messages in a can and all these little things that you would find and they're just random and you're like, well, what the hell is this actually? I actually traced one and then I found another one and then I found another one and it was really neat because nobody found out about this. And then I actually got into a conversation with a dev at one of the cons and he goes, there's more than 30% of the game that nobody's even seen or touched yet because they just haven't found it yet. And that was like, holy crap, I got to start looking around for stuff now because it's like there's so much story and so much stuff that they threw in there that nobody ever found. And so that's why I get excited about stuff like this. It's like I don't want to know about it beforehand, but it's neat that we can kind of, you know, find out about it now. So I don't know. We'll see.
Eve.
Eve, I
Did
know.
you freeze again, Fluffbrawl?
No, she's been froze.
You haven't rejoined.
She's still here. At least she has a picture. I'm just Skype,
Yeah, you're just advertising for Microsoft.
which is annoying.
I could get rid of that.
We could pick up a picture for Jordan.
Well, I'll get Baby
It's
Yoda
been
back up
working
there.
out, so we could probably find a picture.
No, Baby
I
Yoda.
can be Baby Yoda again.
It's always Baby
Or
Yoda.
you just put my office up there that you didn't get up there earlier.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Hey,
Jordan's
it's not like I'm doing
empty
anything.
office.
No Hasselhoff pictures.
No Hasselhoff pictures? No, unfortunately.
Oh God, are they making a new Knight Rider movie or
There we
show or
go.
something? Somebody
Oh,
posted
they
something.
should.
Like,
How
oh,
much-
Maybe now that you got me excited
Oh.
about it.
Where are we
How
going? No. Stay put. We got more than half the show to go.
No,
Shadow.
we're
Unless
way
Fluff
through
wants
most
to
of the
talk
show.
about it. If Fluff wants to talk
Shadow,
about it, then
We're
we can
through
talk.
most of it.
What?
That's
How
so
much-
good. Keep going.
How much do we have right now? I know
Okay,
it's
hold
not 7:33.
Okay. Yeah, no. Unless Fluff wants to talk about the new Knight Rider movie, we're moving on.
Yeah, we're not talking about that.
Let's go on to the.
I'm just
the,
casually googling it.
just kind of in the background.
Don't worry about it.
So, bounty hunting gameplay. On Sunday, there was a post, some comments by Xylo telling us a little bit about how they had a chance to relook at the PvP gameplay that's in there and tell us a little bit about it. So,
Okay, so actually, this was actually a comment about the card that was up on the roadmap
Yeah.
for I think 3.9 that they took down, and people were complaining that it got bumped, and you know the normal salty complaining about things, and so what he was saying is that it wasn't meant to go up onto the roadmap, that it was accidentally posted, that it. Well, if you want to read it, I think he explains it pretty well there.
I can read it out. So, we looked into the tasks inside this epic. And for those of you who don't know, an epic is a collection of tasks that captures a larger body of work that is housed in our internal project management tool called Jira, which is by Atlason. Okay, so
Irrelevant.
Yeah.
okay, and they paying the
Project
developers to
manager
work in
nonsense.
this area, as they know that PvP bounties are already in game. What we've discovered is that the tasks associated with that epic are actually just preliminary work for bounty hunting improvements that are coming in a later quarter. It was not intended to be
Cool.
displayed publicly at this time, and so that's why it was removed.
Wow.
Okay. Interesting. No, that's good though. I mean, that's smart. We know you can't make it, so.
Yep. I like honest feedback like that. That's
Yeah.
one of
Yeah,
the great
that's
things
why I
about
like-
CIG.
That's
There's
why I
no
like
hidden
Xylo the
punches.
best,
Great.
because
Yeah.
when he talks, it's usually a straightforward. He's telling you what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good point. Xylo is really pushing that. I'm not saying that everyone else is lying, and Xylo's the only one
No.
that's telling the truth.
Yeah, Xylo's the only one that tells the truth. Everybody else is full of shit.
Oh no, he handles
heard
it
it
so
from
well
Stim.
too. You know?
You heard it from Stim Civilian the first. Everybody's full of shit.
Everyone is lying except
Everyone's
for
lying. Except Yep. That's pretty much how it goes.
All right.
Anyway. All right. So moving right along.
Okay, so we had a lore post. Dr. Murray, thank you for taking all the time you did to read the lore posts.
Yep, I sure did. It was great. I can tell you all about it.
It started with
Silence begins.
Fuck if I know. I've been busy teaching my kids how to spell.
That's terrifying. So did you read the lore post, Fluffbrawl?
I didn't know.
Did
I
Jordan?
don't- I honestly
our only hope.
don't read a huge amount.
I
of
did
the
actually
extra
scan the
content.
lore post.
I
Go
mean,
for
I
it.
scanned it too,
Yeah,
but
so-
I don't feel like I know enough to say anything.
Well, from last week, because I scanned from scanning last week's and having a summary. So last week was part 1, and it was about a Genesis Starliner that was taking a group of tourists on a tour of the moon.
3-hour tour?
The planet Crusader. Yeah, essentially. And so it got taken. They were taken hostage. The ship was hijacked. And so it was about the security person who was dealing with them, and so this was the sequel to that, and I didn't get all the way to the end, but that's
Yeah.
basically what it's about. So if you it was a very long story, and this was a repost from a jump point from a couple of years ago, I believe. And
Nope.
if you like the lore, then go read the stories. It's fun, interesting fiction. And I don't know how I feel about these deep fiction stories. That and they do create some. Well, and they put a lot of work into these stories, and they're very interesting. But
Doc, your mic is on your shirt.
Yeah, and it's queuing up real bad.
How do I feel about it as a use of
Like
time?
I said, if you don't like my mic on my shirt, PM me for details, and I'll tell you how to give me money.
That's just your keyboard too. Anyway, go ahead.
And
Sorry.
I'll buy a new one.
The fun.
Right now, I don't have the money to do it.
Here we go. All right. Now I finally found Baby Yoda. Okay, go ahead.
You're
You were saying,
relearning
Jordan?
calculus. Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
I'll help with that.
I love calculus. You know, calculus was developed during the Black Death. So while Newton was in lockdown, basically from the Black Death, he came out with calculus.
What? Really? Didn't know that.
Yep.
Really?
That's actually kind of cool.
That's how fucking bored he was.
Well,
I could invent calculus right now. I feel it. I feel it.
oh, that's good.
Plagues are the great inspiration for math.
Yes.
Yep.
That's too funny too. He says he was a quantum physics major, and re-going over calculus is absolute pain. It's too funny.
I mean, it's not easy,
I would
but
agree.
Calculus is the math.
but it's a very much required thing.
Calculus-
Though, so.
integrals and
Calculus is easy.
There we go, Baby
back
Yoda.
in my day when I went to university, I wrote a program on the TI-82 calculator called Area, and
Thanks for the tip, Jonas.
Hey.
this program I ended up getting a C in calculus.
Ask.
That program. But I
Definitely-
wrote this program, and everybody has this program on their calculator, and it's awesome. Whenever I see it, and I talk to some kid that has like the like the TI 97 or something now, and they have this program on their calculator. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's kind of stand the test of time, which is kind of neat.
When I learned
Totally
calculus, we
improved
weren't
on it
allowed
now,
to have
but-
a calculator. We had to do it all in our head. It was
Yeah,
and
same
on
here.
paper.
What the hell?
Like
And that was only like
what-
years later that they started allowing that.
I know. Like
So
somebody was telling
pissed.
me, they're like 5 years younger than me. They're telling me about going to school, and I'm like, you got to use a calculator? Fuck
Right,
you.
I know. Yeah, there was like 4 years after, or 3 or 4 years after I got out of high school. They
I
allowed
just
that
get-
I
shit.
didn't
was
use a
like,
like-
calculator.
Use a slide rule? How old are you?
That's what I learned.
It's an abacus, damn it, get it right. people are googling right now. What the hell is an abacus?
I learned on 3 abacus.
We use balls
So I
of
could get
dirt.
big
Oh dear.
Anyway.
Every single millennial just unsubbed, unfollowed, and left.
Screw those
Fuck
kids.
you and your
But
calculator.
yes, but my wife learned on an abacus. I could believe it. You know, it's a very good little device. So anyway,
In Canada,
Alright.
we call it an abacus.
Of course you did.
What do they call it in Australia?
An abacus.
Yeah, they pronounce words
See, you're just-
correctly in
you're just-
Australia.
you're gonna lose on that one.
Short them into some nonsense. What do you really call it? An Abby? Or a cussy?
No, that one is not shortened. Sorry,
Nice.
abacus.
City, and we made marks in dirt with sticks. And
That's what I was just saying.
I love that EOD operator said that my teachers always told me that I'd never have a calculator in my pocket everywhere
Right,
I go. Today,
right.
I'd like to tell them that my iPhone is just fine. Thank you.
Yep.
Yes,
I
I know.
agree.
No.
God, I can't tell you how many times
Take-
I've heard that
Take
too.
that, teachers.
Yeah.
I don't know, so
I was-
who's
I was
actually
told that a lot.
used their calculus since you took that class?
Oh, I use it. I mean,
I
I
have.
use it. Yeah.
Well, you're
Yeah.
you're a computer geek.
When,
Yeah.
when I was launching rockets, I was using it all the time.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I use it in Kerbal Space Program. Ha ha.
Yeah, I used it in Kerbal too. That's right. I was actually launching rockets. That was fun.
No, we were too. Yeah, back in because that was always great. But it's like, you know, and I picked it up again when I started like orbital physics.
Yeah,
It was like
Kerbal, yeah,
never-
exactly.
never thought I would ever get back into that. But yeah, it was so
Yeah.
cool.
Crunch says, see, I live in Canada, and every time he says that, that's how Canadians pronounce. I'm wondering where he actually lives.
I'm just trying to make fun of them because in Canada we do say a decal, and in the States they have it totally wrong, saying it's a decal.
I still think he's the only one that says it that way. Crunch, can you confirm?
Crunch, is it
So
decal
let me
or
explain
decal?
this to you. The E in decal is followed by a long A, which makes the E pronounced E. So it's decal. It's
But
not.
that's only in America.
Tickle.
No, it's in English.
Like
It's
major
English.
slash
Yeah, English just
professor,
goes beyond
like,
America.
actually justifies American pronunciation of things. Oh my
Tickle.
god.
Quinn says it's a dickle. That's probably the Aussie way of saying it.
Totally.
Yeah, dickle.
I don't like to be tickled.
Oh,
So
God.
so
Whew, right off the rails as always.
All right.
so our
worse.
actual Twitch community member Decal says it is confirmed Decal.
Yes.
Well, his name is
yes.
Decal.
Yeah, but not in Canada.
Although
Oh, boy.
he spells his name Decal. So I'm
This will never go well.
moving right along
Not exactly
with our off the rails show.
Yeah, thanks, Fluff. It's all your fault.
I had no part in this.
Yeah. She says that.
Those 3.9 memes that we have there, Shadow.
What?
Oh yes. So
God, these
the
are
meme
great.
the memeing is reaching an all-time high.
Yes, it is. It is gone mental. This of course is the classic, which I thought was perfect. What the fuck?
Yeah, I love how they took the original real life one and recreated it in Star Citizen for this.
Oh yeah, nailed it too. That's the best part. Let me get my
What's
input.
WFH?
Work from home.
Oh.
We're working from home. Like, we just want 3.9.
Hey,
I,
Katza, thanks for the Patreon pledge.
I guess work from home is so ingrained. I don't know it anymore.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I want to say,
all
welcome
new
to
for
my
people.
world, fuckers.
Right.
But my world has changed dramatically, so
But
I don't know.
I had so many people asking me like, "You doing okay? You doing okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, nothing's fucking changed for me. It's just another
Yeah,
day."
I had
Other
somebody
than it's
ask
hard
me
to
this,
find
they were like,
toilet paper.
they're like, "How are you dealing with the lockdown?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? How am I dealing
What
with
lockdown?
People go
This is
outside.
normal."
This is normal. Yeah, people go outside. So-
I found that I'm playing more video games. and
This
watching
is
more
another
Twitch
great one for Gib39, which has a glorious
Yeah.
follow up.
Oh wow.
Those are great cats.
streams. They are
Those
great
Great
cats.
cats.
Amazing.
That was
Wow,
And
that's
how
great.
they pulled this off, I
that is
don't
That is a
know.
lot of great cats.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think
getting
ready
them.
for
I
the
think they had like
3.9
20
dividend?
people.
I mean, getting
Yeah.
them to
Woo!
blow
Wow.
up so
had-
perfectly.
Nice. That's so cool.
I just that
Yeah.
that is serious. Well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, so I guess they self-destructed the Carrack over there, and that blew up all
Oh,
the.
yeah, that would make
That's the
sense.
Reliant.
That is genius.
I think it's the Reliant that goes off first. Which
It's funny how they just stuck the rest of them up top. Like, hey,
Yeah.
here's some more explosions.
No, it's a if you watch, the Carrack is exploding, and then it blows up the Reliant, and then it blows up the shock wave kind of carries over, which is so
Oh.
cool that you actually see that effect.
Yeah.
That it rolls away from the
and it says in fiery distant Gib 39. It almost looks like 38 now that I look at it now.
yeah,
It almost looks like an 8, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does. That's because they went
But
too
this
far
was-
on their 9
So
curve.
are there people on the ground with their lights on just turning around in circles? Is that what that is?
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
All right, everyone go.
I was wondering what those spinning lights
Everybody-
were.
yeah, it's funny because you probably watch eventually some of them will just start to fall down.
That is
I'm
hilarious.
so dizzy. Oh my god. When do we stop?
This community is so fantastic that everyone doing things like this. It truly is amazing. I see Black Max saying, I feel ashamed that I'm doing nothing in comparison. You know what? Just being here, hanging out, being a part of the group with us, being on Captain Richard's stream, hanging out with all the other amazing YouTubers and Twitchers and content creators, hanging out, supporting them is doing your part. So,
Anyways, Black Manx tests out what it's like to die in various situations. He tests that out very well.
sounds like a
Nice.
challenge, Black Max. Rise to that challenge. Take him out.
I think we've killed each other the exact same amount of times at this point.
Nice. Always good.
now the question is always, did you visit the med bay yet? And you're like, yes. Then bam.
No, that's actually what we
You're
were doing
dead,
last
Tommy.
night. As soon as you got the Carrack and I'm like running up to go start patting, they're like, "Did you go to the med bay yet?" I was like, "No, but that's a really good idea," because that's probably
Always
what's
answer
gonna
no
happen.
if I ask you that question. 'Cause I
Yeah,
will
right.
get
I'll be like, "No, not yet. Have you?"
right to the throat.
Yeah. Oh, you have? Yeah, pretty much.
So we are getting super close to the interview part of the show.
Woohoo!
And just before we get there, so that you can have a chance to steel yourself, Fluffbrawl, we have one more thing to show, and that is how it feels logging into the universe.
Yes, I'm loading that up right now. It's just pretty damn
Yeah,
hilarious.
this one is so
Oh,
cool.
here we go. Oh, let me do- Okay, there we go. There we go.
This one was sound.
Oh, it does?
No, I don't think it has sound.
No.
Oh,
okay.
Wait, this guy doesn't wear glasses 24/7? What a fake nerd.
I
Fake
know,
nerd!
Blue blockers.
Yeah, the blue blockers. It needs some of that though. Definitely need that. Wait when he gets like that.
All right, so now it's the fun time of the show when we get to do an interview. and we get to
Wait, the
find
rest
out
isn't
exactly-
fun for you? You sick bastard.
Well, when
The
you're
what?
when you're the one asking the questions, it's a lot more fun. So,
Oh, okay. I think she should ask us questions. Reverse this thing.
ooh, okay.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
It's like, what is
Let's
wrong
do it
with you
first.
people?
First question. What the fuck?
Exactly. How and why am I here?
First question: how did you get into Star Citizen?
Okay, well, like
Can't
I
touch
said, I rage quit another game, and it just so happened that my partner actually also plays it, and I was like, I'm just gonna give it a whirl, see how it goes on his account, and it was fantastic. So I kind of I think I started off just doing basic deliveries. Everyone on my stream was really helpful, and they were just trying to kind of get me to do missions. But
Yeah,
that's
I think
basically,
I think I popped into your stream a couple of times when you were first just starting out, and
yeah. I was completely and utterly confused, and I still am, but I'm getting there.
So, is your partner helping you at all, or is he not being helpful? Are you pushing him away and saying, "I can figure it out myself"? How's it going?
No, mostly it's my chat that is extremely
Yes.
helpful. Everyone who is in the community just pops in if I have any questions. Like, they're pretty good. But now I feel very independent anyway. So
Yeah, you
And
don't
it's
show that
super
in your
quick.
stream at all.
But yeah,
Yeah.
for anyone who is like just starting out, it's you pick it up in no time. Like, it took me a week to take off in about like, it took me 5 minutes to land, and now I'm just like plopping down onto the pad. So
You're not landing like the few, are you? Where you bounce?
No, that's not landing.
I was
Yeah,
I was
maybe
watching
some,
his stream. I was watching
Not
his stream
landing.
yesterday, and he comes in with a carrot and a hanger and bounces like 30 feet. And he's like, perfect landing.
Perfect landing. I know, he says that every time. Perfect landing. You're like, no, I don't know. You know what? I don't think you know what that means.
We have different definitions of perfect.
Note to self, say that every time.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
just always. That's what I do. I'm like,
Yes.
nailed it first try.
Nailed it.
Do it in Counter Strike too. I shoot somebody like 100 times, hit him in the head once. I'm like, one tap.
One tap.
kind of like my jumping into the back of the Valkyrie. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, nailed it.
Nailed it.
50th time.
All you see is the one time I did it. I'm amazing in clips.
And some of the other guys were so good at it. They kept nailing it. Like Crunch was doing a great job. Shausen was doing a good job.
Yeah.
So
I want to know, Fluffbrawl, what is your favorite ship? Not your favorite owned ship, but your favorite ship in general.
Oh,
What are you looking forward to?
Oh, that okay. I'm definitely looking forward to the Endeavor.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You and many others. It's like number 3 on my list.
You're gonna
That's
be
gonna be
waiting a
cool.
while.
You're going to be
I
waiting a
know,
while.
it's going for so long. And then there was also one, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm just drawing a blank right now, but it has an onboard refinery.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Orion?
The
Orion.
no,
The
Yeah, I think
Starfarer.
it might be
Starfarer?
the Orion.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it's
Well,
the
Starfarer is
Oh,
only
The
fuel
Freelancer
refinery.
Yeah,
is a little one as well.
Yeah, the
The
Orion.
Orion.
The
has its
Orion,
own-
okay.
Yeah.
Or
So I
refinery.
think that'd be really cool.
I think the next ship they sell is
big
gonna be
ship.
a refinery ship.
Science for the win.
Might be
It would make, yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
With the
So-
new Quantanium being added, yeah. I think.
Yeah, exactly, because we're going to need something to refine it with. And we have the explosive, because I know I don't want to be hauling around explosive cargo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Miguel, I also agree that the mole should have some like minor refinery, at least like some comminution, like some.
Well,
I think it would make it too
it's
big.
It's supposed to be able to separate the inert material and just shoot it out the back so you don't
So is
keep
the
it in your cargoes.
prospector.
Right. When they make that happen, mining is going to be so prosperous. Like,
Oh,
Yes.
it's
Do
gonna
Do you
be
think that the
such a
mole will
relief.
be more efficient than the prospector?
Hey,
I think the mole
EOD,
is
tier
more
3
efficient than
sub.
the
Thank you, sir.
by a good shot.
But in terms of that, the sloughing off the overburden or the dawn ore, whatever you want to call it.
Because, like, if I go out with 4 people in prospectors, it takes us longer than if I go out with 4 people in a mole, like me and 3 others mining. Because we can go over a rock or two and they just destroy it, and we mine it up, and we go find a new rock, and it works much better than just prospectors. Because you get in a prospector and sometimes you hit a rock that looks good, and then you got to get like 3 other prospectors nose down to hit it, to break the rock in general, and then you're fighting between 3 other people on who's gonna pick up the ore.
Right.
It's better in the mole where everyone's working together.
Yeah, I can see that.
Fluff, have you done any mining?
Yeah, that's one of my primary sources of income for the game. So I use a prospector, and then I've just got the Helix laser, and I've overclocked that, and that seems to work fine for me. I've mined with a couple of other prospectors, but we generally kind of go off in our own directions, and we just pick up our own material and hang out. But yeah, we don't have too much trouble as long as we stay away from like the main areas like Yalla and Daymar.
So how many times have you blown a rock up and killed yourself? I'm really good at it. I may be considered a professional.
I think more or less just accidentally ramming the rocks and being like, oh shit.
Can we get another... Who's going to donate $50 so we can give away a Polaris?
Plori. Oh, wait,
He
that's
really
right.
wants
It's
to
not
give
one.
away one of his Polari.
He does.
I do. I'm excited. My Polaris. I have several Polaris.
Polarises.
I mean, how many Andri does it take before you say Andrew in the plural?
Oh, man.
If we get there, we get there. It's like,
You only go
I mean-
Andri. You don't go back to ew.
It'd
No,
be
no, we go back to
Andri.
ooh all the time with you.
Yeah.
Too, because that's the plural.
Yeah,
The
Polaris is
plural
better.
of any proper noun is added with an S.
Well, wait, how would they say
Language.
multiple Polaris in Australia, Fluffbrawl? Let's let her decide.
Andes, there we go. Benjamin, you got it, buddy.
How would they say that? Is it Polaris?
Polari.
Or is
Polari?
it like Nexus,
No.
where Nexus can be both?
Right.
Well, Nexus is one of the few words that actually. Oh my god. So
Here he goes.
The
Trigger.
II pluralization is
all it
Latin,
took.
and it only happens very rarely.
Very
So
rarely.
the fact that people are like Idris or Idri or Polari, it drives me crazy because they're proper nouns. You don't pluralize proper nouns. Like that's just how English fucking works. I don't know how to explain it any differently.
It
It drives me crazy. People are like, I have 2 Idri, and I'm like, I want to punch you in the face.
Bro, how do you say an ibis? Like that bird that's in Australia.
An ibis?
Ibises?
An ibis?
Ibis.
It's an idris, isn't it? Ibis must be
No,
idris.
it's Idris. Like the mountain. Like the fucking Arabic word. Idris.
Let the hate flow through you. It doesn't really show up very well.
Yeah.
Doesn't show up very well, but
Yeah.
anyway. You get the
shield is
idea.
quite operational.
Yes, exactly. All right, next question.
so Fluff, have you done FPS mining in the caves?
Not really. I've only really dropped into the caves for like finding the people missions, like kind of. What's it
Have
called?
Have
Those
you
are
actually
pretty hard,
found?
too.
Have you actually found any of the bodies?
And have you
Yeah,
actually
okay,
lived
yes.
to get out?
No.
Hey, Lau, got us over the edge.
It's such a struggle.
Oh,
I ended up
wow,
getting my
wow.
foot caught in a rock, and I had to like.
Thanks,
suicide
Lyle.
out.
Woo!
Wow, that's
Ew,
that's
giving
that's
away
crazy.
a Polaris.
Holy shit.
We're giving away
Guys
a
are-
Polaris tonight.
That's
What?
That is
flipping on-
crazy.
making me very angry because I want one.
I upgraded mine to a Nautilus.
You fool!
What?
Yeah.
You
What?
fucking idiot!
What are you retarded? Sorry, I can't say that word.
We will see. when
Yeah,
the
okay,
Nautilus
yeah,
is out,
you will
it's
see.
gonna be a beast. It's
You
gonna
will
be a
see.
beast.
You will
He
see.
likes those big guns.
Anyway.
What are
He
you, a
likes the big
fucking
guns.
Ah, what are you?
I'm gonna kite you with my mines. That's all. I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
Okay. Yeah. Turns out you could go around them.
Yeah. Who knew space was almost infinite? You could fly around shit.
Right.
There's no way that the Nautilus is gonna end up being useless because of the mines that you can fly around. Otherwise, you could say the same thing about the Mantis. You could say the same thing about other ships.
Well, the
where-
Mantis has a 200-kilometer range. The fucking mines have a 1-kilometer range. I can get out 1 kilometer real easy.
Yeah.
But you've got
We'll
24,
see.
like
We'll
24
see. We'll see how that gameplay
Okay,
comes
I can
out.
fly 25 kilometers. No problem. Like,
We'll see how that goes out.
They're going to be designed to protect a fixed area, protect a
I think they
space
said 5
space base
kilometers.
or some or some mining operations or something like that. But it is going to be fairly limited, and so is the Mantis.
yeah.
200 kilometers is nothing in
really
space.
powerful mechanics.
no,
and
that's
they
true.
have to have checks and balances. Hendel says that the Nautilus will depend heavily upon the points of interest, which I totally agree. It's not something you just
Yes.
leave, in a space lane. Unless you're a pirate, of course.
Yeah.
But it's going to be something that is based upon specific areas with strategic purposes.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I still
Small-
think the
smaller
Nautilus is
areas.
dumb ship. I think mines in space is just dumb.
Yeah, the only way it has any real use is when you're trying to protect something like a small area and you just don't want them getting close to it. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, denial is about the only thing. But kiting someone with the mine, that is going to be hilarious because I'm just going to
Yeah,
go
you're gonna just get shot to
pew,
death.
boom, pew, as my torpedoes go around.
Fluffbrawl, what is your favorite ship that you own now?
Definitely the Pisces. It
Nice.
fits with everything. Definitely the Pisces, and the maneuverability it's so smooth, so smooth.
Nice.
It's
And
a fun ship.
We kind of spoke about it already, but what is your favorite thing that you're going to want to end up doing? Now, you mentioned the Endeavor. So is it science, or is the thing you're looking most forward to is exploration? What gets you excited about dreaming about the game?
I think more so the base building. That is going to be like a real big.
Do you have a
Like, I
prospect?
think that's going to be
A
very
pioneer?
impactful.
A pioneer, sorry. I'm a little tipsy. I drank 12 ounces of alcohol right now.
Sorry.
We like you, Tipsy Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah. 12 ounces of like 90 proof.
So basically, it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
Regular old Wednesday
It's
for me.
just a Wednesday. Anyway, go back to what you were saying, Fluff.
I have a Pioneer. I love it. It's an amazing ship. Can't
Do you
wait
know what
to
a
use it.
Pioneer is, Fluffbrawl?
I don't.
It's a massive construction ship.
Yeah, it's like
It builds bases.
Yes.
it builds small
Show it-
bases.
Let's show it for other people. The
Oh, yeah.
Pioneer.
Wow,
Lightweight. I'm not drunk. I'm tipsy. Jesus. I mean, it takes like 14 ounces of hard liquor to get me drunk.
Yes, I know.
Shadow is away.
We're only at 12.
I helped him get there. And we both got there very well.
Yeah, we were both there.
I'm pretty sure we won.
We won the game. For sure.
Yes. There was...
We even smooched Joran for it. Like, we were
Yeah, we
winners.
have pictures of that. It's just terrifyingly hilarious. Especially when I found them on my phone the next day.
That was a fun time. Other than you
Oh,
breaking.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah,
I
other than me
smoked
breaking
like
my
a
ankle.
Freaking gram of weed too.
All right, so let's see. Here's the Pioneer. Open tab. There we go. So
The
this
Pioneer
is one of the
awesome.
many pictures of the Pioneer. This is it
Whew.
actually building a base.
Wow. Yeah.
Coming in
Kind
to
of-
land on unknown planet.
Planet
Pioneer's
X.
a cool.
It's about to make it its
Pioneer's
own.
a cool ship.
Yeah, it is. Very
Yeah,
cool.
That's cool.
Oh, here
So
it is.
do we think it's only going to be able to make small
Yeah,
type things, or do you think it'll be able to make connect them up somehow?
I think it'll be able to make like 5 platforms or something. Like you're gonna have to refuel it between each one, refill it, not refuel.
But if you're
I don't know.
constantly bringing supplies,
Right, you're gonna be constantly bringing supplies to it to build.
But
Mhm.
how large do we think? Because we know how big the bay is.
Yeah.
To hover above and lower things down further, or do you think it's only
No,
going to be within that footprint?
They said that it has to land and it
Right.
makes it
And
and
it
it
3D
and it
prints them.
Yeah, Die
and it
Hard. It's
and
not
it
flyable
yeah
yet either.
it puts them in that center section, and then it's going to have to take off and land and move to create more pieces, or it can pick them up and move them.
Right.
But I would assume and extrapolate from what we have now. It will easily be able to build similar outposts to what we have now. I think
Right.
probably a little bit more than what we have now, but you're going to have to bring additional modules for it to be able to
Right.
build more.
I think
Right.
you're gonna have to move to build more. I think
Yeah,
you'll be able
yeah.
to drop one of those nice sized, like one of the trading terminal type modules that we see on planets and moons right now. I
Which
think
are
you'll be
actually
able to
built
build
from
one of
multiples.
those, and then you're gonna bring in more materials to land on the hangar and drop that materials off to build more of those.
Do we know if they've fleshed out the like the way it's going, the mechanics of it, of the
No,
base
they
building?
haven't yet.
Okay.
Not
have not.
not
That's probably what's
fully.
holding it back. Yeah.
There was a pretty cool diagram of it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of how it's
It's
supposed to work.
trying to
Or
find.
the
Does anyone have it?
design of it.
I
I'm
cannot find the
looking.
damn thing. It is that's exactly what I was looking for.
You can definitely find it within the jump point. I just don't know if that's something we should be showing.
Yeah. Probably
Well,
not.
if it's old enough.
We could probably show one picture.
This is
It's
two.
old.
This is 2 years old.
Yeah, I know.
So it's still subscriber only. Zyla will be disappointed in us.
Silo will-
No leaks. No leaks.
We're showing a sample of what all the cool stuff is that you can get in the jump points with your subscription.
I'm pretty
advertising.
sure that's not how it works.
Free trial.
So bridge, and then these were some good shots here. Little tricky to understand what you're looking at in most cases because a lot of it's small areas, but still pretty neat. I mean, basically it's a base builder.
This
We could just
This
show
one
the
shows a lot of
commercial.
Where's the commercial? Okay, thank you. That's what I was looking for. Because the commercial's awesome.
Pretty sure that's the commercial.
yeah, commercial's awesome.
No,
It's
not.
consolidated Outland.
That's the discussion about it. Oh, but they've got
Okay.
they've got stuff in it. If you go to
Yeah,
like 940, 955, there's some images of it.
That picture right there, and that shows a lot of different things. I mean, you can see those outposts. You can see on the upper right area the same outpost buildings that we have now.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Yeah, and they're going to be modular. I mean, there's no question.
So from that picture, you can build a pretty good sized outpost. I mean, it's going to have to get up and move around, place each of the sections.
I just posted the Meet the Consolidated Outline Pioneer commercial.
Here we go. That's what we want. All right.
That was hard.
Oh, that's another good question by Silva. Will
Oh,
you be
there
able
it
to
is.
destroy outposts?
Yes, you
There's
will,
the
but you'll
animation.
also be able to build turrets to defend them. So it's going to be very, very interesting whether or not outposts are something that an individual can protect, or whether or not they need to be defended at all times. So something that an org would need to protect. So if you're building something personal, you may have to know that it's either temporary or you have it hidden very well in a place that people wouldn't be able to find unless they just happen to come across it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that the first iteration of Outposts are not going to be built by a pioneer, and I don't think they'll be destructible either. I think it'll be you buy your plot of land, you claim your plot of land, and then you go somewhere and you're like, I want these buildings built there,
Right,
and then
yeah.
they'll just pop up.
Right.
Because
And
the
land
pioneers
claims
are
important
ways
to
off.
talk about as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's definitely ways off.
With each
Like-
pioneer, you got an estate claim.
Yeah, an 8
So
by
there's
8.
two claims.
Hidden.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's right.
Horton
There's a
Hustle.
4x4 plot claim as well.
Right, which was 4x4.
Hey,
Horton.
Horton.
4x4 and 8x8 kilometers.
Hey, hey,
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey, Horton.
Welcome,
Yay,
welcome.
Horton! Hi, Horton!
Ha ha ha. We're just talking about the Pioneer, some of our favorite ships with Fluff, but yes.
Oh,
Welcome. Sorry for shooting in the face.
So, We got any more questions for Horn?
We
Jesus,
also-
for Fluffbrawl?
I think so. What come up with something that you want to know, because I heard that Fluffbrawl wanted to ask us a couple questions too.
Okay, that's fine. She can ask us questions.
Fire away.
And
I'll
ask us
answer any question.
anything that you're curious about with Star Citizen. We know everything there is to know.
Or the host for any question you'd like to ask.
Or we'll make it up.
Right?
Yeah. If I don't know, I can lie very.
We are very good at that.
Okay, well, in 3.9, what are you guys most looking forward to? Like getting your hands on, getting in and around. What is your number one thing that you want to do?
For me, the number one thing that I want to do in 3.9 is send Joran to jail. Like,
Damn it, he beat me to it.
How can you make that happen?
Oh,
we will
man.
make that happen. Don't worry.
That
My
is.
number one thing is going to be breaking
Hello
Jordan
and
out of
welcome to
jail.
some more Star.
Then you're both going to be criminals, and you'll both go to jail when I blow you
Work
up.
together. We'll
Yep,
work together.
right.
Joran, you go to jail, I'll go with you, buddy.
Mine's this guy, the Prowler. Super excited
Yeah,
about the Prowler.
Yeah, the
I
Prowler
feel
is
like
hot.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot
it.
of gameplay, new gameplay, just because of this ship.
I've
but-
flown the Prowler, and I can say it's fucking hot.
Yeah, yeah. Just
Dang.
everything about it is there's so many little things that I think people are missing
Very
that
cool.
they're gonna
Yeah.
you're gonna pick up on.
I love
That's
this.
my favorite
I
thing.
love this animation. It looks even better in game now. This animation of when you sit
Yeah.
down and you press R, it fucking.
All right, so here we
whoop,
go.
and There's
Yeah,
stuff.
here we go. Flight ready. Power on. Watch this. That's so cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It
so-
is.
Mystic says she's looking forward to the Prowler the most, which is good because she won the
Yeah.
Prowler.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Finally
Yeah.
got it today.
Yeah.
So it took
Mhm.
us 2 weeks to make good on getting her that
Yes.
Prowler, but
She got it
Wait.
instantly. I gave it to her right
She got
away.
it.
Oh.
Or was she not?
No,
She won it from me. She won it from someone else. That's right. I gave away a Prowler the show earlier.
Mhm.
Yeah. She won the Patreon Prowler, but we had to go through the process of getting the money
Right.
from Patreon, getting it out.
Yeah. That's a
we done it.
nightmare.
It took us a little while, but
Yeah.
but we got it.
It's all right.
Yes, Black Mesa Prowler has big guns, and I think that is one big thing that's going to change the gameplay for this. It's almost like a strike dropship. I mean,
Yeah.
so, and it's quick, and it's nimble, and it's stealthy. I mean, granted, stealth hasn't
I don't
really
know
been
if
worked
I
in.
call
But...
it nimble.
Oh, okay.
What do you-
All right. Well, it's
what do you
supposed to
think
be
the
nimble.
odds are that it's going to get nerfed? The weapons are going to get nerfed on it.
I
hope
don't
not.
think so.
I don't think. I mean,
the
they're
weapons
size
are fine.
fives. Yeah, they're size
Yeah.
fives. They're not
It's
massive.
got 2 size 5s and a turret with 2 size 3s. It's not like overpowered or anything.
Right.
The 5s are like fixed, forward pointing. Like
The problem is the turrets on top. I would think for a dropship you'd want it on the bottom, so it can
Yeah.
actually, as you're going down. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But other than that, the thing is just pure
Yeah.
hotness.
So we have a
Yep.
couple people saying, so we got Yogi and Mutman saying they'll nerf it after the sale, or tongue in cheek, right? But I would not be surprised. I hope not, though. I really hope not. Because
No, the
unless
S5s
you're
are not
expecting
gimbaled,
less
they're
of that
fixed.
happening.
yeah.
I'd rather have them fixed anyway. I don't like gimbal
Alright.
weapons. So
Let's
okay.
move on to questions for us now.
Yeah, sounds good.
What do you-
Okay, well,
What do you got, Fluff?
questions for Fluff as well. Oh yeah, Fluff, do you have any questions for us? Go ahead.
Not really.
That was it.
You guys pretty much cover everything all the time, so.
You can
What
ask
else
us
you need?
anything. We'll find an answer.
So EOD operator asks from you though. Is there a ship, like any ship, and I know you've already mentioned the
Endeavor.
Endeavor, but pick another one.
Yes.
What ship would it be if you were to own any one ship in the verse?
Any one ship.
And
Endeavor,
why?
That's cool. You can say that too, but just like pick another one, just because it's a Patreon question. I want to make sure we get value.
Let's see.
My drink is empty.
Let's see.
You need to hurry up and in.
I think the Vandal glaives are pretty cool.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
So you really do want to shoot people.
I have a
I mean, secretly inside, I probably do, huh?
Okay.
That's what I'm getting from this.
Okay to be angry.
That's fine.
We like shooting
The
Jordan all
glaive
the
is
time.
the glaive is
I
a
think
wonderful
they're
ship for
pretty cool.
shooting stem citizen.
That too.
I think they're
dodge,
pretty
weave.
amazing. They look very, very cool.
So I have a question. So you I was on your stream last night and you were playing Animal Crossing. Do you see any correlation between the two games? Because I'm finding some odd similarities, and I think it's the reason why you play it. Curious, just curious.
Let me think on that one.
Yeah, probably.
I feel like maybe the collecting aspect.
Right. Yeah, and the shops, and I mean, it feels like a kid's version of it. So that's why I was kind of. I don't know. I thought it was neat. So why would you?
Apparently there was a poll. There was a poll that we missed.
Yeah,
it's a great one too. Jordan, you went to
why
jail
will
for getting
why
triggered.
will George go to jail? Stealing pumpkin spice beer, strangling Dr. Murray, or getting triggered? And getting triggered won.
If I was paying attention, I would have voted for strangling Dr. Murray.
I have a very strong
Okay,
neck.
okay.
It's gonna be hard to strangle me.
He's gonna use a
And a
ship
very
to
strong.
do it.
It's a very strong beard.
I have a very strong neck to hold up this big head. Like
Indeed.
big heed.
Big heed.
No, it's, yeah. So
I'm almost intoxicated enough to speak with a Scottish accent.
hi,
Dunna
we
do it,
beaties.
lad. Dunna do it.
Don't
It's not right.
we beaties.
Stim does it a lot.
It's not.
All right, let's. Any more questions from Fluff, or you have nothing for us?
We have general questions.
Oh, go
All
for
right,
it.
let's do our,
Go for it.
do our general questions.
So general questions. So this comes from Draugr via the website. Draugr asks, will the next ISC come out before 3.9?
No.
We just got Jordan untriggered, for the God's sakes.
We didn't have one last week, and this week we had one the week before, so we're
It
still
should be
off
next week. Yeah.
So that's the big
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, we got 2 more weeks, and I'm pretty sure that 3.9 will
Yeah,
come out like
it'll-
next
it'll
week
be out.
at the very least.
Sometime in the next week, yeah.
You heard it
Yeah.
here first.
Haven't we already had 3 weeks of hiatus?
Yeah. No, we've only had 2 weeks maybe.
Here it comes.
at least two.
How many weeks into April are we? 2? Yeah. So we've had
Last
2
week
weeks.
and this week.
2nd and 9th have been missed.
Bluff, when's it gonna
16th
come
will be
out?
missed.
When's
It'll
3.9
be
gonna
back on
come out?
23rd.
Just tell us. We know you know.
So it is coming back next week.
Yeah, it's coming back. No, not next week. Next week is a miss, and then the week after is when it's coming back.
But she's in Australia, so she'll get it first anyway.
Well, yeah. She lives in the future and upside down world.
That's right.
Zixel says we're skipping 3.9 and doubling down on 4.0.
Nice. So is there anything you're excited about in 3.9? Fluffbrawl?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
I think mostly the persistence with their like personal inventory, like having that personal inventory and the food, because now I can get more stuck into my kind of organization thing. So yeah, I think the food will be really cool, and
Food delivery.
I think also
You'll actually get to deliver pizzas. That's cool.
I haven't seen pizza as the food group yet.
Is there
Yeah,
not a
this
pizza
is it.
place?
There
I haven't
is.
seen one.
Is there
It's
pizza
literally
place?
called pizza. That's it.
Yeah.
We joked
Hang
about
on,
it at
wait,
CitizenCon.
I'm gonna put something in the Discord.
Okay.
Hang on a sec.
Fluffball, can you humor me for a second? Can you say they mostly come out at night? Mostly.
Mostly.
It's an Aliens reference.
Oh boy, can't take him anywhere.
Sorry.
Sweet Jesus.
Okay. Next question.
Check
So
this
one
Yes,
claim.
yes, that's awesome. I love that. Pisces pizza. Is that gonna be your store that you're gonna start?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just
That is-
photoshopped it in, but
That is really good. I mean, that looks very convincing.
Speaking of food delivery, did you ever see the Reliant Big Benny's delivery ship?
Oh my God.
Yeah, we
That's
gotta
so
show
sexy.
that.
no.
Yes.
I've got it. I'll post that in the show channel.
Thank you.
This is the coolest thing that everybody wanted.
It was for
April Fools.
April Fools, and
2016.
everyone lost their fucking minds, and for a good reason. Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
definitely it.
The Reliant paint job? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Big
this.
Benny's Reliant.
Yeah.
I totally want one. I wanted one since they friggin' offered it. Like I knew
Everybody-
it was a joke,
They
but
make so much money. We
I
would
was
all,
willing to pay for it.
Here we go. Here we go.
every one of us would have.
Big Benny's. Oh, so I gave away another one of these last night.
What?
Somebody donated one to me to give away. So
Oh wow.
that's two that I've given away, and I've got no more. So don't ask. There it is. The Big
I will
Benny's
not give away my
Reliant.
Big Benny's. But look at that skin. Look at that
I
skin
know,
on the
it's
Reliant.
awesome. Welcome to Intergalactic Food Delivery.
Right.
This was
I
such
was
a
totally-
great thing.
Oh, this is the commercial.
I
yeah.
was totally down for it.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, they're gonna do it. You know they're going to. People lost their
Well,
fucking mind over this, and I loved it.
They might do it. I don't know if they will or not,
It'd
but
be
they
cool if they
might.
did like just a limited run.
I want
something.
I want a Big Benny's like whole thing.
That would be cool.
Star Kitten Hall E.
Well, we had the Guinness Starliner. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I wanted those too.
And then the
The
waste
beer boat.
management reclaimer. That's so
Oh
good too.
yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. That was awesome too.
So good.
Yeah, so these
All
were
right,
these were really
what's
awesome.
our next question?
Next
I'll let-
question comes from One Flame via the website. Did they have to update the Caterpillar for the new 3.9 mission?
It did not update the Caterpillar yet.
I wouldn't think so. It's got plenty of room
Linear
for
says it would look
Dr.
better with a skinned caterpillar. You can use the side doors as noodle stands.
I have always thought that about the Caterpillar. It's got those perfectly boxed,
Hey,
spaces.
Peter.
You could totally do that. Pisces Pizza. I would totally.
Yeah,
I would eat there, no question.
You don't want to eat there.
They had
It's got
they
all
had
those,
Big Benny's.
She delivers. You don't want to. Nice.
How do you think we make the meat lovers?
I don't want to know.
That's again. Can you compare the Harbinger or the Harbinger
Close
to the
enough.
Prowler, or do they both have missiles?
No,
They
the
both
Prowler
have
doesn't have any missiles.
None at all.
Not that I'm aware of.
No. Not that I'm aware of either.
And the Harbinger is a bomber buster. It's not really. I mean, it'll
Right.
kill a Prowler for sure, but it's a bomber buster. That's what it's designed to do: is kill bombers. Bigger than it.
Bigger than it.
Yeah.
That's-
Now, can you
a
really
lot.
call it a bomber if it shoots missiles?
It's
and
a
torpedoes?
bomber buster.
right.
I
Don't
guess
ask
you could
him.
call it a torpedo ship buster.
Torp buster.
But
Torp buster.
bomber buster's a known
Let's
term.
just say if you're trying to hurt somebody else,
Being
it's bad
triggered.
news.
Yeah.
So, head on, asked via the website, I'm curious what excites people about ships like the Hull series. Other than bigger numbers like SCU, larger profit, etc., how would the fundamental gameplay loop of trading be different in a Hull A or B compared to a Freelancer or a Caterpillar? Even right now, other than more SCU and more profit, how are the actual mechanics of trading in a Freelancer or a Cat different from trading in an Avenger or a Titan?
Okay, we're now going to limit the size of a
Makes
question
sense
to
from the
150 characters. Because that's like 7 questions in one.
No,
I
it's
can
Been
answer.
done
I
by
can
now.
answer this. It's one question.
Be ready.
He wants to
I'm gonna
know.
finish the question. Bigger numbers
still not done yet.
obviously make sense from the perspective of an RPG progression system, but they don't inherently make ships more fun or interesting.
I don't know if you're gonna be finding fun or more interesting ships. Like the Aurora is fun and interesting. The Hull B and the Hull A are simple ships, but the Hull B is going to carry more than the Freelancer, and it's a little bit bigger than a Freelancer. So you're gonna want a Hull B if you're doing cargo trading. If that's your main lot in life is cargo trading, you want the Hull series, and you want to work your way up. If you're looking to do more versatile actions, then you're gonna go with a Connie or a Carrick or something like that. But
the other thing was the efficiency of them. So they're
the
supposed to
efficiency,
be-
yeah.
Yeah, the most efficient ships to run as far as low cost of operation, fuel,
Right,
maintenance,
which
that
is
sort
the
of
Hull
thing.
series.
Yeah, and then also we assume that it's going to be easier to load and unload cargo in containers on the outside of a ship as opposed to
Right.
physically having it taken out of an enclosed ship, so your turnaround times on loading and unloading will probably be a little bit faster. We haven't seen that. These are all future mechanics that are coming.
Right. I would agree with that.
So the next
We don't
question is
know.
for Doc specifically. This comes from a Slippernip. Doc, can you help me understand what a covariant derivative is? Called out.
I mean, yes, I could.
But not on tonight's show.
Googling it?
It would take a minute.
Oh,
And
man,
I
go with the operator.
Over.
10 subs.
Who asked that question? Hey, EOT! Holy crap, buddy!
Thanks, man.
Thank you so
NP.
much.
All right, next one. Gorethirst by the website asks, yo, use your power to get CIG to do another free fly event, because all the from homers and the quarantiners and whatnot.
We don't have any power. I don't know what.
Yeah, we're the Silly Boat Show, man. They literally come in just to see what we're doing, so they make sure that we're not doing anything we shouldn't be
Silo
doing.
said we listen to the crazy drunk people on the Silly Boat Show. All
The Silly
time.
Boat Show, yeah, all the time.
Pretty sure he was being sarcastic.
And then laughed hysterically and walked off.
I'm pretty sure that was sarcasm. I'm
Pretty
not
sure that was
100%,
sarcasm.
But of course,
Great idea. The entire time should be a free fly event.
Yeah,
during
I
the
think-
whole coronavirus.
No, it should be. I mean, yeah, that's a great idea,
That could
right?
be them doing their part. Even at our business that Shadowkin and I are part of, we have a free trial running for all of our customers until they reopen after when the coronavirus comes back. And I think that would be an excellent way for CIG
Yeah, why
to
not, right?
build numbers.
I am
agree.
sure that they're going to have a free fly event.
I'm sure they will too. They'll have
'Cause
one soon.
we haven't had one in 5
A little while.
months.
A little while. Yeah, we haven't. When was the last one?
December.
Anniversary sale.
Really?
Yeah.
No, we have one in December over the holiday.
Yeah. Well, still, I'm going in 5 months.
Yeah,
Oh,
Zero.
my.
Oh, Hype Train is coming.
Last question.
Thanks to
Zero,
Zero.
you guys are unreal. We just finished the last
You
hype
guys are
train. Now we got
awesome.
another mess up there. Thanks to
You guys,
Zero.
first thing we have, what do you think we will see in the game first, the Endeavor or the Pioneer, and why? This comes from J2 Smiling Viking.
I think we'll see the Endeavor first because the Pioneer.
Really?
Well, I don't know. It's really
No, I
hard
think
to
we'll
say
see the
because
Pioneer first.
both of
I
them
think we'll
have
see it
a
first, but will they
shitload of
actually work?
gameplay.
Yeah, but
I
will
wanna
they
hear what
actually
he has to say
work?
here.
That's
a
the
big
thing.
claim.
Yeah, because I think they both require a shitload of gameplay to be done already before they can come into the game. And I think we'll see the Endeavor before the Pioneer because the Endeavor is only going to need like 6 things. The Pioneer needs like 8 things.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, they may bring it out where it's not completely functional yet. That's
Right.
where
That's
I'm
true.
thinking.
That's true. They may just put it in game earlier, but I think we'll see the Endeavor first. Is what I'm hoping.
I think the Pioneer.
But I mean, the Endeavor, yeah, but the Endeavor has those things where you have to, you have multiple pieces. Are those actually going to be like, you actually assemble them and reassemble them in space, or is it just going to be a thing where, oh, wow,
They said that all modules are going to be physicalized.
exploded? And literally, we just crashed
Yeah,
Streamlabs.
we just crashed.
Well done, well done,
We lost
people.
that.
Yeah,
But at least
it's coming back.
Fluffbrawl
It's coming
keeps
back.
itself,
No, yeah, it basically was like, nope. Anyway, no, thanks. You guys are bombing. We're bombing our way to a level 5 hype train. Thank you guys.
So we should get the giveaways.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Up here, we're
Let's do it.
getting close to the end of the show. I think we finished our.
Or was that
questions.
you logging into? Hey T, was that you logging into Streamlabs that made that
That
happen?
was our last question.
Okay, let me just make.
Mr.
was our
Star
last
with the
question?
100 cheer.
And everybody else who was
Hey-yo.
cheering,
100
thanks to
cheer, or
Insidian.
500 cheers.
500 cheers. Thanks everybody for all the cheers.
Thanks everybody for making this show possible by donating. It's not like the donations make the show possible. It's part of what everyone comes for. is the
Holy
ships,
crap,
and
EOD operated with another 10
Holy
gifted
shit.
subs.
Wow.
That's like 15 gifted subs.
And
Fluffbrawl.
Fluffbrawl!
Oh, thanks, bro.
Stop breaking the internet! Thank you. No, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
my
I'm sorry, I'm getting this Polaris thing wired up here.
Wow.
20 subs that EOD operator has given this show.
Wow. Amazing.
EOD operator's got deep pockets and he likes to give us money.
He's
Thanks,
he's
man.
it's
Gifted
amazing.
funds.
All right, here we go.
He's a
Okay, so-
great member of the community.
The giveaway is now
That's
open.
Crazy.
Do bang ship me to get in?
Exclamation point ship me for
Or
those of
exclamation
you who
point? You
aren't
don't.
kids.
Only to win.
Or coders, gamers.
One of the Polari.
We're giving
Oh,
away
man.
a full Polaris. Somebody,
Worst
Win it.
job
Throw it-
ever.
throw a picture of a Polaris up there. It's
You got it.
this
I'll put a picture of Polaris
gigantic
up, that's right.
monster of a ship,
My favorite
Awesome.
ship.
and it is a
Definitely,
big, massive. I mean, this is a hell of a giveaway. I mean, this
Definitely
is
Win
up
this
there.
ship
This-
that is
this is the
only
next biggest
second
thing.
to the Nautilus. What you have to do, you have to be in at the time it's given away. You actually have to respond in
I was
chat.
just gonna
You have
mute
to be
him
a
if he was gonna
member
talk
of
about
the
Polaris.
Discord. Remember the Discord. So get in the Discord.
make
So
sure you're in the Discord.
he put up the Discord link for those that haven't gotten in, and then you need a proof of purchase. No, I'm just joking. There's no proof of purchase. You need to be a really cool citizen.
you
and-
have to
and
have
by that-
donated $50 to us at the very least.
Nice.
No. There's no donation requirements.
No.
You by being a really cool citizen, what I'm trying to say is you have to be like contributing, chatting, just being cool.
Yeah.
If your
Being here.
name shows up and we don't know
You
who you
can't
are,
be
we're
Spectre.
still going to give it to you. But I mean, we want you to engage. We want to have fun with you. We want to learn about who you are as a citizen of the verse. And this is why we do this: is to
Join the
engage
community.
and learn all the different people. And that's why we have new streamers come on and new people come on.
By the way,
show.
Fluff, you can get in this, so
Please,
please
everybody.
do get
No,
in.
no.
This is
No,
the
get
one
in.
place
This is an amazing ship.
people
That's
can
gonna be
join and
my
be
chat.
themselves in some places where they can't actually be themselves. So
Right,
so
right. And if
we
you
love
well, if you get it, you could just give it to me. It's okay. I won't. This is my
back to
favorite
the
ship.
show.
So
Nobody
yeah.
gives Shadow shit.
yeah, don't get. Come on, I give
I mean,
away
give
so
him-
much.
Give him shit, but don't give him anything. And Jed, you're not fucking winning, all right? You and Shadow are right out.
Nice. So actually, one of my favorite little stories to tell about the while we're getting this is the story about how the Polaris got its name. And thanks to Season Star for actually getting this into a wiki. This isn't the correct one, but so this is actually the story behind it, which is really cool. It's about Hester Polaris and how. Oh, here's the official one. Never mind. Let's do this one. Dude,
Stalwart 13088 says cheers everyone.
Salute!
Whenever we say cheers, we cheers back.
I'm
Cheers.
out of
Cheers, buddy.
booze to cheers with you. I've got an empty glass.
oh,
I'll
About
say.
the counts.
Grab something.
It just makes me sad.
Salute! Tink! So the story about Hester Polaris is actually in the book for people who got the original concept, which I had.
Right.
I used it as a question all the time and tricked people a lot, but then Season threw it up there. I was like, nope, it's up there, and damn it. So anyway, no, very cool. It's a cool story about how she basically utilized speed and the abilities of the ship to actually fight off and do amazing things with it. So and basically
All right,
kind of create
Shadow.
the what?
Shadow, make sure you rig the giveaway so wins. He's asking.
I'm gonna rig it so I win. Oh, how did I win? I didn't even enter.
And the winner is Murray. What?
Right? Next show, yeah.
I could use another Polaris.
That's right.
Gunslinger asked, "What space games do you play besides Star Citizen? KSP fans?"
Stellaris, KSP, mainly
Space Engineers.
Stellaris.
Space
Engineers.
Engineers.
Stellaris is another way you
Rep-
can say Stellaris.
Rebel Galaxy Outlaw.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
Rebel
yeah.
Galaxy
Oh,
was a
that's
good
good.
one.
Rebel Galaxy
Endless Space
Outlaw.
2 is still pretty
So
good.
much fun.
X4 apparently is really good. I haven't played it yet.
Oh
but
yeah,
I want
that's
to.
that went on
really
sale.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How about you? Fluff? Do you play any other space games?
Can you classify Remote as a space game?
Sure, why
It's
not?
From outer space.
Works for me.
I was,
Look at my game
Gordon,
list.
I was only reading the question.
Nice.
Star Citizen is not a game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It is not a
just
game.
a game.
It is not a game.
Space Engineers is
we-
awesome. Gunslinger, by the way, I have a Space Engineer server running, so if you want to jump in, yell at me.
I built an Idris in Space Engineers once. That was time consuming.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
I really like medieval engineers better than space engineers. 'Cause I like building trebuchets.
It's actually gone a long way too. So
Yeah,
not
I
very
like building
spacey, though.
trebuchets. I can't help it.
What are you doing there with your left hand there, Doc?
That's my right hand, and I'm throwing a baseball that I got from a game that my children have found and drew on. So the signatures are all kind of overdrawn by dry
Well,
erase markers.
they saw someone else had drawn on it, so it was free game, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Little bastards.
All right. Well, I guess everybody is in the drawing, so I think we should.
97
Let's
entries.
do this.
Yeah,
All right.
this is a big
Let's do
giveaway.
it.
Let's do
Neat.
this.
I don't even have a
97
drum roll
entries.
queued
Wow,
up.
that's a big one.
All right. Drum roll. Drum roll. Big, big
I
drum
can't do
roll.
it. Fake drum roll.
All right, here we go. We're closing it out.
Boom.
You guys
Big
ready?
drum roll.
You guys ready? You ready?
All right.
Everybody.
RSI Polaris.
Winner.
Oh my God, Captain Nemo!
Oh, wow, that is awesome.
Rigged! Wait, is he actually here? Wait, is he actually here?
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is.
An emote for us is rigged.
Oh man, that is awesome.
That is awesome.
Great member of our community.
Awesome. So
Wee.
Captain Nemo's
Awesome.
one of our
Congrats,
European
Nemo.
followers. He gets up early.
4 a.m. in the morning.
Like 3 or 4
and
a.m.
he's been
to what?
supporting
To
us from
hang
the
out.
beginning.
Yep, he's been following us for a long time. He's also a streamer as well.
Yeah.
He's getting
Yeah,
his
he also
streaming going on,
streams.
so that's very cool.
It's not as good as ours, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Nemo,
getting there.
you won a Polaris.
A flippin' Polaris.
Holy shit! All right, well,
I think he's in
contact
shock.
me- Contact me in Discord, and everybody who wants me to get a new microphone, PM me in Discord. I'll tell you how to give me money.
Everyone send Doc $1.
Yeah, but if everybody sends me like $5, I'll get a decent microphone.
All I gotta do is say, we've got a bunch of people send you $1. It's like, oh, there's $50 or 60.
Right, buddy. You could do that at least.
Our double legatus. Send me $1.
I know, right?
I don't
The
have that
last guy
money now. I
that needs it. Anyway, closing arguments.
I don't.
Spin up the raid there, Captain T.
Fluff, it was great to have you on.
Yeah, anything you want to say in closing?
Not really, but
So when
come and check
where can
out,
people find? Yeah, where can people find you? When do you
Yep.
stream?
That was where I was
so
going with that.
You can find me on twitch.tv/Fluffbrawl. Fluffbrawl. I can't even say my own name right now.
It's okay.
Yeah, you can find me there. And basically, we just hang out with people in game. You can always join in if you haven't got anyone to play with. Come and hang out with me. I stream 4 or 5 days a week at the moment, so from Tuesday to Saturday. And then, yeah, it's a bit of comic relief.
It is.
The situation that is out in the world right now.
Yep.
And yeah, just a bit of smuggling shenanigans. So you can certainly find me there.
In Animal Crossing every now and then.
One more
Is that why you
question,
like
Fluffbrawl. Besides your obviously unique and interesting personality, how do you separate yourself from other streamers? What do you try to do that it makes the experience different?
I think the different experiences come with different personalities, and just being yourself is always a bonus. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, especially with Star Citizen, it's more or less the comic relief of having a silly kind of tongue-in-cheek enterprise, and yeah, it's something a little different. I don't take myself too seriously when it comes to playing, especially Star Citizen. You need that kind of chill. So everyone takes the game so seriously, and I think everyone just needs to relax.
It's perfect for right now. Yeah, I totally agree.
Right on. Great.
thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you
much
so
for
much.
No, thanks for
joining
coming
us.
on.
That was
Thanks
fantastic.
for waking
Yeah.
up early.
Oh no, that's okay.
It's mid to late afternoon over there. It's either
Oh
side of
yeah,
the
it's
planet
3
tomorrow.
p.m. at the moment.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like 14 hours ahead of us.
Need more
thereabouts.
Aussies.
And,
So
and thanks,
can you
and thanks to
give me
everybody who.
the lottery ticket, the lottery numbers from tomorrow?
Holy shit!
Oh,
You're the operator.
God.
Another 10 subs.
He's
Subs,
going for
wow.
like
Holy shit,
he's going
man.
for insanium.
You're awesome.
You
Thanks for
did.
everything
Always
you
a
do,
pleasure,
man.
sir.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much for contributing.
Thank you so much.
And all of
Supporting
that
the
will
community.
go towards the next show, so be sure to tune in and
Yep.
use the subs to help push the show. One of the reasons why people sub is because they love joining it, and the only reason we're here is because we love being a part of it too. So we need you guys as much as you enjoy watching the show. So thanks so much for being here, guys. We really want to hang out and do it more.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
about the community.
Yep. It's the same way I run my show too. Is it's the same thing. And Jordan too. It's like we just do this because it's so much fun to play with you guys and interact with you guys and laugh. I love laughing, as you can tell. So that's why I do it. And you guys make it great. Which Fluff is like, well, I like watching you and some of the Horton. I laugh my ass off. And there's so many great people that are streaming that are doing SC, and the community is just amazing. So we really do appreciate it. We can't believe we're doing this a year later and it's still growing. So it's kind of terrifying. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for
Great,
the Saguar. Oh, we had a 10 bomb, didn't we?
Yeah,
Still
big bomb.
happening, yeah,
Another
still going on.
bomb.
Thanks everybody for joining us. Really appreciate you coming along. If you have questions, you don't have to wait until the show to ask questions. If you want to fire them in there and make the end of the show last longer by asking really cool questions, please feel free to do that. If you're putting on an event, I hope it's a distance event and that it is virtual.
Online
But
event.
Let us know about it. We'll promote it in the show, or better yet, jump in the Discord and tell people that you're doing something. And make sure that people can attend. Everyone's looking for things to do these days. Or have you been working on a project, whether it's a 3D printed model or a video you're putting together or something that you are really proud of and you want to share with other members of the community? Let us know and we'll make sure that happens. Don't forget to
And
follow us.
speaking of our Discord, I'm always in AMA mode, so you can ask me whatever, and I will do my best to answer it, and I won't be sarcastic.
Pretty sure we're all that way.
30% of the time, I won't be sarcastic. I mean, to be honest.
So don't forget to follow us. We'll also be putting this up to YouTube so that you can
I
watch
said
it.
30% of the time, Jay.
You don't get a chance to see it during the show. We recognize that 3+ hours is a long time, and it's quite late for a lot of you. So you end up falling asleep partway through it, and you want to catch up. So that's why we post it up. And also consider giving us a nitro boost to the Discord, because that improves the audio quality and also gets a lot of cool features that make the Discord a really cool place. And as the Discord grows, we love to have those features really work out. Oh my gosh, we're raiding Buster. It's gonna be awesome. Buster's one of our
Nice.
excited. Okay, so thanks for coming with us, guys. We absolutely love having you, and I want to say cheers and raise up a
Salut.
drink
Well,
to everybody in the channel. Thank you for joining us for this weekly Bar Citizen, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
salut.
Cheers, everybody.
Thank you,
Love
guys.
you all.
Thank
See you in the Discord. And tomorrow night for shenanigans.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
All right, guys. Love you.
Noise out loud.
See ya.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Good night, all.
Perfect.
Buster.
Fun
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, very much so. Fluff, thanks so much. Sorry for the issues,
Oh,
but
no problem. No, that's okay.
yeah, it's the only way we can use things right now, and it's a ritual pain in the ass, but it does work most of the time.
So glad.
Like
I had so much fun.
23% of the
Thanks
time.
23% of the time. Yeah.